Hallo meine Kinder, hier geht's heute weiter. Etwas später als ich wollte, aber vielleicht hört man es noch an meiner Stimme, denn ich bin etwas krank geworden und gestern war nicht so geil. Heute ist besser. Deswegen machen wir heute weiter. Mal gucken, wie die nächste Kapitel so ist. Leute haben behauptet, 45 wär kurz und 46 wäre ziemlich chunky gewesen. Das kann ich so nicht beurteilen. Price of Sin war bei mir 2,5 Stunden. Das ist für mich nicht kurz. Und wenn 2,5 Stunden kurz ist, will ich nicht wissen, was chunky ist. 5 Stunden für das eine Kapitel? Oh boy. Egal. Wir erinnern uns. Sixo ist mehr oder weniger tot. Ich weiß nicht. Theoretisch könnte er immer noch auf dem Tablet sein. Wenn man irgendwann die Daten extrahiert, könnte man vielleicht Sixo noch finden. Keine Ahnung, aber eventuell tot. Das Outer Rim wird besser. Das Outer Rim wird besser gesehen insgesamt, zumindest von Nikke. Unser Supermassive Core, der die Arc betreibt, ist am Verrecken. Noch ein halbes Jahr haben wir. Fragile und Nivarin. Die zwei haben sich zu Isabelle und Haran begeben. Schauen wir mal. Vielleicht kann ja noch Fragile gerettet werden. Ja. Und Dorothy möchte den dritten Reclamation War, Surface Reclamation War anführen. Hat das Central Government gecallt. Mal gucken, wie es jetzt wird. Doben macht sich schon bereit, um gegen Isabel gegen Dorothy vorzugehen. Deswegen schauen wir direkt in 46 rein und gucken, wie es weitergeht. Wie ist Rebirth? Wir sind auch wieder draußen. Holy crap! Wir haben ganz neue. Wait, wo sind wir hier eigentlich? Ist das der Tour? Wait. Ist das der Space Elevator? Okay, wir sind beim Space Elevator. Und das sind ganz neue Raptures. Ganz neue Raptures. Wir haben schon im letzten Kapitel, der Boss war schon ein anderer Rapture. Aber ich glaube, jetzt haben wir auch normale Raptures. Andere. Oh boy. Alles klar, auf geht's.
Alright, not there. I knew that.
Engaging with the enemy.
I'm at the target location.
Good. Stand by.
How long do I have to wait?
Genau. Nayuta hat ja gesagt, sie will Snow White am Turm, am Lift sehen. Ich glaube, es war Nayuta hat bemerkt, dass mit dem Core was nicht stimmt. Ich denke, das war nachdem der Core abgeschaltet und eingeschaltet wurde. Und deswegen wollte sie hier gucken, was abgeht.
Hard to say. Probably till she shows up.
Then I'll search the nearby area.
You were provided with sufficient rations. Did you eat them all already?
Natürlich.
I'm going to check for raptures.
My apologies.
Nein, die hat alles leer
There are
gefuttert.
no issues. Hold your current position. If you miss each other, it'll only complicate things.
True.
I don't have time to waste here. I'd rather use that time to take down even one more rapture.
I agree with you, but there's also no need to cause a commotion. If you engage, the noise could draw more of them.
Bang. Snow White fires her rifle. An explosion occurs in the distance.
One down.
Great. Other raptures in the area heard the gunshot and are converging.
Just as I wanted.
Don't even think about it. Withdraw from that sector. Any unnecessary engagements.
Snow White fires her rifle again. Dude, Snow White braucht keinen Commander. Another explosion occurs in the distance. A cloud of dust heads straight for her.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say?
Cecil,
Yes?
stop using the operation device. Switch all communications to messaging.
Why?
Watching this is making my blood boil.
Don't let it get to you, Johann.
Yes, calm yourself. Patience is a virtue.
Dude.
You're the one who needs to calm down.
Rapture's incoming. Numbers are... Johann, look at this.
What is it?
Just look at the approaching raptures.
What the hell is that?
What?
What is it? Tell me.
Use your eyes and see for yourself.
Very well.
Snow White looks at the raptures swarming in. They're no different from the raptures she's always encountered. Assuming Johann and Cecil are just overreacting, Snow White takes aim. She waits until the raptors are within maximum effective range. As the lead raptors come into range, Snow White pulls the trigger. No, she was about to pull the trigger when the frontline raptors explode into smithereens.
What was that? I didn't...
It came from behind.
What was that? I didn't fire.
It came from behind.
From behind?
That shot came from somewhere in the rear of that swarm and hit the ones in the front line.
What?
Why?
No idea. Could they be infighting?
Oh, die neuen gegen die alten Raptures. Dude. Jetzt geht's aber rund.
No, raptures are brainless idiots. They're incapable of that.
The frontline units have been annihilated. Rear units are approaching. Unidentified raptures. Engage with caution.
Snow White fires her rifle yet again. Yet another explosion erupts in the distance.
If you don't know what you're dealing with, strike first.
Fine. Engage.
And counter.
Dude, kann sein, dass die Queen jetzt die alten Raptures ersetzt will mit den neuen und deswegen macht es sich selbst kalt.
If we can't clinch the victory,
Oder sieht sich die neue Queen als jemand ganz anderes als die alte Queen, deswegen will ich die alten Untertanen nicht mehr haben. Keine Ahnung.
let's keep going. Just a little bit more. This is going on a bit long.
Sehen wir. Leider bekommen wir im Easy Mode nicht die kleinen Lore-Tidbits Dinger zum Einsammeln.
Victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Muss ich dann jemanden gucken, der das im Normal Mode spielen kann. Um die kleinen Dinger aufzusammeln. Leider.
Right, not
Das
there.
ist der einzige Nachteil im Story Mode.
I knew that.
Dass man die Lore-Dinger nicht einsammeln kann. Es sind zwar meistens nicht mehr so viele, wie am Anfang immer waren, aber ja.
Proceeding. Engaging with the enemy.
Jetzt habe ich gleich geguckt, ob im Kampffeld
Engaging with enemy.
die Raptors anders aussehen.
Commander, stay
Oh ja, das sind auf jeden Fall andere Raptor. Ja, ja.
Good.
Die sind auf jeden Fall andere. Ich meine, meiner Meinung nach wurde es auch langsam Zeit. Die alten Raptor waren alle nach irgendwelchen Meereslebewesen geformt und benannt. Und jetzt haben wir 3,5 Jahre
Down with
die
those who
gleichen
threaten the
Viecher letztendlich gekillt. Nur die Bosse waren teilweise ein bisschen neuer und anders. Es wird Zeit, dass man mal ein bisschen die Gegner austauscht. Auch wenn die Fähigkeiten prinzipiell dieselben wären, ist es gut, wenn sie einfach anders aussehen tatsächlich. Wir sehen ein bisschen comichafter aus, finde ich.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's
Ich glaube, so, es sehen aus, als hätten sie mehr Seele im Design. Aber vielleicht liegt es auch daran, dass die Queen jetzt nicht mehr so ein Viech ist, sondern dass sie jetzt in Lillyweiß drin steckt.
All clear.
Snow White looks at the wreckage of the raptures scattered across the ground.
I've never seen raptures like these before.
Get closer so I can have a better look.
Snow White approaches the wreckage. She crouches down and picks up a mangled component.
That's not edible.
I'm not going to eat it.
Jedes Mal, wenn sie was Neues sieht, sagt gleich, nein, nicht essen, nicht essen.
The color is different. It's very vivid.
Ja, das habe ich auch gemeint, genau. Es ist
Most of the raptures we've seen are monochrome. These are different. What's the texture like?
Different. It's not entirely rigid. There's some elasticity to it.
Pick up that yellow component at your 4 o'clock.
Snow White grabs the part.
Huh?
The size is obviously different, but is that a...
Yes, it's a finger.
Finger?
It's attached differently, but it's clearly a finger. I can also make out parts like ribs, teeth, and legs.
No way.
Snow White, rub your arm.
Werden die Raptors jetzt menschenähnlicher?
My muscles aren't sore.
It is for comparison. Go on, feel it.
Snow White drops her arm, then touches the Rapture component again.
Well,
It feels the same.
Oh no. The same sogar.
check the core.
There isn't any.
Oh what?
There's only black liquid where the core should be.
Oh shit.
It's not oil. It's heavier. More viscous.
There's no
Das
core.
sind komplett neue Viecher. Holy shit.
Then where is it drawing power from? Secure a sample of the black liquid. We'll analyze its composition in Eden.
Ja, das brauchen sie nicht, wenn die 4Bs in ihnen eintreffen.
Understood.
Da haben sie
Securing a
genug Black
sample.
Liquid.
Nayuta's signature detected nearby.
Looks like she's finally here.
Nayuta! Nayuta appears, writing mantra. She looks around, frowning.
What manner of disturbance is this?
You're late. Try being on time next time.
Wie kann man auf Mantra late sein?
Did we not appoint this place for our rendezvous? Did thy impatience get the better of thee, that thou didst open fire? There is not to gain to be gained from raising a disturbance here.
The Rapture started it first.
Ja. Nayuta stares at the Rapture wreckage.
Pray, what in heavens are these?
Oh boy, jetzt geht's.
Bubbles will show
Ich glaube, es ist tatsächlich wahr. Die Aussage, dass mit dem 3-Jahres-Event der Prolog erstmal fertig war. Und jetzt geht das Spiel erst richtig los. Jetzt geht die Main Story los,
Proceedings
sozusagen. Das ist alles nur Prolog.
This spot shall serve admirably. 'Tis inconspicuous, and affords a most advantageous vantage point.
What are you playing at, Monk? Why did you insist on meeting near the lift, of all places?
Ja.
You couldn't pick a more dangerous location if you tried.
Ich glaube, niemand sonst weiß von dem Massive Core.
It's a fair distance from the main structure, but that doesn't mean we're in the clear.
I am not oblivious. You are exceedingly given to quibbling. Would I summon White Snow hither without due cause?
Explain.
Since the encounter with the Queen, I dispatched my remaining replicas to reconnoiter places of import.
Wait, you have more clones left.
Gut, die Klone gehen die leer, Mann.
Not combat units proper, but adequate for reconnaissance.
I see.
Oh, nevertheless, my replicas have scouted locations upon the surface deemed of strategic import. Alas, none evinced any reaction of note.
Nayuta silently raises her finger and points off in the distance. She gestures to a towering structure that seems to pierce the sky, the greatest construct humanity ever created. The lift.
Save for that place, the orbital spire.
You're getting a special reading from over there?
Indeed. Observe closely. Lights kindle within. Venture nearer, and perchance a mechanical hum shall reach thy ear.
No way.
Wurde wieder eingeschalten?
The orbital spire yet functions.
Oh shit. Wait. Aber das dürfte oben zu nichts führen, oder? Die Orbital Forge ist ja mit runtergekommen beim Angriff. Außer oben ist noch eine. Und sie produzieren da oben fröhlich weiter neue Raptures.
The lift is. That means the raptures we saw earlier are being produced there?
You speak of the new sort of raptures. That hath troubled me likewise. During my reconnaissance, raptures of the new sort were observed in considerable number. These new raptures were all manufactured within the orbital stations, yet the stations themselves are now ruins. I desire to confirm whether a connection doth exist between these two facts.
So you want to scout the lift?
Indeed.
Fine. Then let's go.
Much obliged.
Wait. Snow White is the only fighting force Eden's got right now. I won't authorize her to conduct such a dangerous recon.
Wait, was hast du denn da zu sagen? Gehört Snow White zu Eden? Du hast sie doch nicht reingelassen die ganze Zeit, oder nicht?
It doth prove quite impossible for me to do alone. Thus I venture to solicit a favor from thee.
You've got plenty of clones who can handle the scouting just fine.
I did dispatch several score of them nigh unto the orbital spire. Yet to this hour, no word hath reached me. As their nymph hath not yet returned unto me, while I do not think they have perished outright.
Oder sie haben... Oder das Nymph wurde gefressen. Von der Queen oder von dem Black Liquid. Oh shit.
And yet, I cannot shake the conviction that all is not well. I desire to investigate that matter in my reconnaissance as well. Put from thy mind the one who hath departed. Young Lady Isabel is gone.
I know that. Proceed with extreme caution. The moment you feel it's too dangerous, withdraw at once.
Ich glaube, Johann geht es nicht darum, dass Snow White die einzige Kämpferin ist. Er will einfach niemanden mehr verlieren.
Understood. I shall bear that in mind.
Ich meine, Johann hat schon ein weiches Herz, aber er kann es nicht. Er kann es und will es nicht zeigen. Vor allem kann er es nicht zeigen.
Engaging with enemy. Commander, stay behind me.
This is going on a bit long. Let's keep going. Just
Ich muss mich ab und zu mal muten, damit ich in Ruhe schließen kann.
Cheer me on. Tell me the down with those who threaten the kingdom.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Ich habe Tests gesehen von der neuen Anis. Die zerstört einfach alles. Stärkste Unit jemals produziert, ohne Scheiß. Ich meine, Lore akkurat auf jeden Fall. Wenn sie Brittys fast Lillyweiß-Stärke ranziehen kann. Wenn es so kurz ist.
I desire to draw nearer still, yet it proves not feasible. However, to venture any deeper would be to invite battle.
Why avoid combat?
I cast no doubt upon thy abilities, nor thy newfound powers, White Snow. Yet why spend that strength for naught?
You have to pick apart everything, don't you? Sometimes the simplest option is the best one.
And sometimes it is not. Hence why I am deliberating. Young Lady Cecil, wouldst thou be able to confirm the spread of raptures in the vicinity?
Aber warte mal, war nicht der Supermassive Core, der Zwillingscore von der Ark, der Core, der den Lift betreibt? Der müsste doch jetzt auch noch auf 20% laufen, oder nicht? Oder ist der Output in dem Sinne egal? Und dass sie connected sind, dass wenn einer kaputt geht, geht der andere auch kaputt. Das Ding ist, Rappi und Red Hood waren beide genauso verbunden. Beziehungsweise Deep, die da drin war, ist so verbunden, wie die zwei anderen Cores verbunden waren. Und die zwei Cores konnten jetzt fusionieren. Heißt das, dass die zwei Supermassive Cores auch fusionieren könnten? Könnte man dann eventuell den Core vom Lift nehmen und ihn mit dem in der Ark fusionieren, sodass er wieder funktioniert, richtig? Um das Desaster in einem halben Jahr zu verhindern?
There are far too many. There's no point even trying to count them all. Charging in would be a suicide mission.
You're out of options. Fall back for now. We now know something's amiss here. That alone is a significant find. We'll pick this back up when arrives with the cavalry.
Da müssen sie sich was einfallen lassen. Das ist irgendwie, das ist... Wenn the commander arrives oder sowas, müssten sie da schreiben. Aber okay.
Do you think the queen is just going to sit around twiddling her thumbs?
What?
Nayuta, find a way to scout the area without getting drawn into a fight.
This is not your call to make, Cecil. I'm the one in command here.
Letting fear dictate our every move won't get us anywhere, Johann.
Oh, hat jetzt Johann genauso Angst wie die Queen?
Especially in a situation like this.
Er hat Angst, Leute zu verlieren.
With
Ja.
no way of knowing what the queen is up to, we can't turn back now. Not after coming this far. What's wrong? Come.
Young Lady Cecil, can my voice reach thee?
Out. Particle density too low. You two. Listen, can't. Find whatever, then back. Find whatever you can and then fall back. Understood?
What? Line goes to static.
Communications are completely cut off. Our communication equipment is functioning normally. This wasn't caused by elevated alpha particles.
To lose contact within Eden of all places? A strange thing indeed. In any case, find whatever you can and then fall back. Words most ill-advised, and yet...
Let's go. We'll avoid the areas where there are too many raptures. Playing it safe will gain us nothing.
Very well. I shall entrust this matter to thee.
My. They say people lose their heads when cornered. Guess it's true after all. Don't go rushing in now. You'll get yourself killed.
Young Lady Mirror.
Hello.
Sword Warden.
Who are they?
Snow White, youngest member of the Goddess Squad. The 4th Grimm's model. The White Reaper of the Horizon. What an honor to have such a distinguished guest.
Identify yourself.
Pleasure meeting you. The name's Mirror. I'm an old friend of Nayuta's.
Someone like her wouldn't have any friends, so who are you?
Goodness. Quite perceptive, aren't you?
You're just a hologram.
Yes.
You're the one who cut our communications with Johann and Cecil?
Guilty as charged. I've nothing to gain from making my presence known, you know.
Just what are you?
I already told you. I'm Nayuta's associate. At the moment, yes, I'm acting as a spy and pretending to side with the Raptures. It's been a while since I've been greeted with such distrust. Nayuta, could you please say something? My character is in doubt before I've even had the chance to relay any useful information.
Oh, she speaks the truth, White Snow. She is indeed my associate. It is likewise true that she hath taken to the Rapture's side, carrying out espionage.
There you have it.
Fine. I'll take your word for it.
Much appreciated. Now then, shall I show you around?
Johann würde nicht glauben. Snow White glaubt ihr. Ich weiß nicht, ob sie gerade so, ich meine, gerade ist sie auf jeden Fall ein Spion auf beiden Seiten. Oder auf einer Seite, aber wer weiß, wo sie sich hinändert. Ich habe die letzten 2, 3 Sätze mich weggemutet gehabt. Tut mir leid. Ich muss irgendwas machen, damit ich weiß, ob ich gemutet bin oder nicht. Warte mal, was, wenn ich mich hier mute? Ist das so ein hartes Klicken im Dings im Mikrofon? Ja, das ist dumm, wenn ich den Mute-Knopf auf dem Mikrofon nehme, dann klickt es so laut im Mikrofon.
There is quite a lot I need to convey regarding the current situation.
Da müssen wir jetzt durch. In meiner Schnieferei. Muss ich aufpassen, dass ich mich nicht aus Versehen, dass ich mich wieder entmute immer wieder.
I'll do my best. Good job. Wait, tell me the down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Ahead! Fire it well!
Wait a moment. It blends.
All good.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Ich hätte gerne ein Plugin für OBS, dass,
Very well.
wenn das
Let's
Mikrofon
go.
gemutet ist, dass ich so einen Beep-Sound
I knew that.
im Ohr höre selbst. Dass ich höre, okay, das geht gerade nicht durch, was ich sage. Das wäre cool.
Proceeding to target. Engaging with the enemy.
Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass die ganzen
After
Overworld-Dinger...
the battle at Eden, the first thing the Queen did was roam around, surveying the surface. She looked like some legendary hero, wandering the surface, riding atop Stormbringer.
Oh shit.
I watched to see how long she would continue in this vein. When she settled at the lift without warning, she began overhauling the derelict equipment within, turning it into Rapture production facilities.
You would have me believe she hath built a factory?
Yes, she converted everything in one go.
Fuck, wie?
Humanity's finest technology was already concentrated there, so there was plenty to work with, and the overhaul wasn't challenging. She tinkered away at it, then began to produce raptures like it was nothing.
Damn.
Whence came the materials? Even the queen cannot conjure something from naught.
Black Liquid?
Seems like you figured something out. Let's hear it.
Doth the queen tear it all asunder?
You've got it. The Queen was deeply dissatisfied with the current state of the surface after surveying it.
Oh, Liberalio hat einen schlechten Job gemacht. Oh, deswegen hat sie geköpft. Nicht von dem, was sie gesagt hatte, sondern Liberalio hat nicht gut aufgeräumt.
So she made a decision. She would wipe the slate clean, since the surface wasn't one she envisioned. And just like that, she started producing raptures at the lift.
I see. She hath created raptures that are unlike any known to us now.
Yes, she used existing raptures as raw material and created entirely new ones. These newborns, shall we call them? They're not drastically different from their predecessors performance-wise, but their appearance, now that's where things get interesting.
They seemed to be imitating human body parts.
They're imitating Nikke body parts, to be precise. But visually, there isn't much difference between the two. I believe the battle at Eden brought about a significant shift in the Queen's thinking. She gathered raptures and even heretics as a show of strength to celebrate her descent to the surface. But the bulk of her forces fell, and you all managed to pull through largely unscathed.
Deswegen geht sie davon aus, dass menschliches Aussehen besser für den Kampf geeignet ist.
Although things ended with her seizing the body of the strongest Nikke, Lilyweiss, I'm sure that's far from a satisfying result to the Queen. She must have concluded that the current raptures simply weren't powerful enough, and felt a generational shift was needed. Otherwise, she wouldn't have gone out of her way to create newborn raptures modeled after you Nikkes.
How repulsive.
Das heißt, je nachdem kann es später so weit kommen, dass die Raptures immer näher nach Nikkes aussehen. Holy shit.
No core could be discerned in these newly born raptures. Then whence do they draw their power?
From dark matter.
Caliginous material.
Ligenes.
They use highly condensed dark matter as a power source. It's a versatile substance, so using it that way is certainly feasible. I don't know much beyond that. But since dark matter is the Queen's to begin with, she is another matter entirely.
Wait, könnte dann aber nicht die Four Beasts, zumindest Levi und zu einem gewissen Sinne auch Little Mermaid, die Dark Matter aus denen rausziehen und sie so vernichten?
So, in short, after fighting us, the Queen became jealous of us, which led to her creating new raptures in our image.
That about sums it up, yes.
Yet the manner of their imitation is most suspect. If the Queen deemed Nikke's powerful, one would expect their forms to be imitated in every particular. And yet the manner of imitation here is most peculiar. Only hands, feet, viscera, and the like doth she see fit to replicate.
Well, they're experiments. She attaches Nikke parts to low-level raptures to see if they function properly, and to assess the potential of those parts.
Oh shit.
If this be true, the Queen's final intent is...
That's right. To create a new heretic. The Queen's so-called elites proved rather lackluster in the battle at Eden, wouldn't you say?
Ja.
She wants to create a true elite, one worthy of the Queen she is today.
Heißt es nicht aber auch, dass sie die alten Heretics nicht mag mehr? Könnte es sein, dass alle alten Heretics dann auf unsere Seite wechseln? Weil die Queen sie sowieso umbringen will, um zu neuen Heretics zu machen? Ja, wobei bei Chatterbox und Indivilia wäre es mir egal. Liberalio weiß ich nicht, ob die zurückkommt. Ich meine, Kopf ab ist jetzt nicht so schlimm. Die Frage ist, was sie mit dem Kopf und mit dem Körper gemacht hat. Man. Nihilista soll zurückkommen. Nihilista ist die Beste. Aber ob man das irgendwie logisch machen kann? Theoretisch kann auch irgendwo ein Fetz von ihr übrig sein, das sie nicht absorbiert hat. Theoretisch, aber...
Altruria.
How do you know about her?
We've met. She even transformed during our fight.
My goodness. She really does whatever she pleases.
She was mimicking Rapunzel and Noah.
That's right. The Queen picked the ones who stood out most to her during the battle at Eden, and modeled her heretics after them. 2 have been created, and 1 is still in the making.
3 neue Heretics. Das ist massive, 3 Stück. Vorher gab es auch nur 3, oder? Nihilista, Indivilia und Liberalio. Chatterbox zählt jetzt erstmal nicht. Ja, wow, das ist massive. Komplett neues Gefolge.
You know a lot. Who are you really? What's your angle?
I want a new queen.
Why?
Because I don't like the current queen.
Ja, gut.
You're hardly the trustworthy type.
That stings. Especially after I shared such valuable intel. You must trust me. I've been doing all kinds of dirty work at the Queen's side to obtain this precious information. And I'm giving it to you with no strings attached.
Das muss man zugeben. Sie gibt zu, was sie will. Und sie gibt die Informationen weiter.
Yes, that's been bothering me too. What is your relationship with the Queen? How do you know all of this?
I've had a hand in the overhaul of the lift, the design of the newborn raptures, and in the creation of the new heretics, of course.
Wow.
What did you just say?
Don't look at me like I'm the mastermind behind all of this. If the Queen grows suspicious of me, any chance of a counterattack is gone for good, since you'll lose your only source of information. I'll tell you everything I know, and you'll use that information to kill the Queen.
Damn, dude, ist sie plötzlich auf die gute Seite. Ich habe so das Gefühl, plötzlich gibt's keine Bösen mehr. Der Central Government ist plötzlich gut. Also jeder im Central Government ist plötzlich gut, bis auf Doben. Sie wird auch besser. Nur noch die Queen ist böse. irgendwie strange. Vorher habe ich gedacht, dass jeder irgendwie sein Süppchen kocht, aber mittlerweile bin ich mir nicht mehr so sicher. Aber vielleicht ist das genau der Plan.
Assuming any of what you're saying is true.
What other choice do you have? Believe me or don't. That's entirely up to you. Frankly, I couldn't care less whether you win or lose. I'll simply side with whoever wins.
How enviable to hold such clear convictions.
Aber was sie sagt, ist wenigstens öffentlich.
Now, let's get moving.
Oh.
This isn't a place you can visit often, so take in as much as you can.
So, was ich vorhin noch sagen wollte, gehört habe, dass dieses Kapitel ja massive ist. Von den Kämpfen her sind das nicht, von den Kapiteln her sind das nicht so viele, oder von den Kämpfen her. Aber wahrscheinlich sind jetzt alle Overworld-Kämpfe und Dings, die Nayuta Snow White Story. Und danach geht's wieder zurück in die Arc und dann kommt die ganze Story letzte bisschen für Anis und Neon, damit man ins Event reingehen kann.
Clear. But we've still got a long way to go.
All right, not there.
Hier kommt Next
I knew
Stage
that.
gleich.
I will turn everything into bubbles.
Snow White and Nayuta follow along the path Mirror leads them down. They get into a few skirmishes with raptures, but they are small scale. Commotion is not big enough to draw in additional raptures. Rose shares a brief exchange with Mirror, who nods at her words. Then Rose slows her pace and falls into step beside Snow White.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Will sie was über Scarlet wissen?
Is this a bad time?
You look like her. Scarlet.
Of course. We were in the same squad after all.
A squad that specialized in close combat, made up of mass-produced Nikkes, right?
You remember all that? You have a good memory.
Those are recent memories to me. Scarlet is alive. Her brain is, at least. Eden currently doesn't have the technology to produce a Nikke. But once that's secured, she can be revived.
So you caught on.
Yes, Scarlet often told me about her sister. Why did you come back to life?
Und wie? Ist sie am Leben oder ist es auch nur eine AI?
I didn't choose this. Mira revived me on her own. What was it she said? Something about needing someone who could cut through anything. As you can see, I'm more or less her bodyguard right now.
Then what are you still alive for?
That's harsh.
You placed a curse on Scarlet and died. Just as you intended. What unfinished business do you have left?
A curse?
Yes, a curse. Scarlet was always obsessed with becoming stronger. Just like Rose. Or, if only Rose were here. She was always muttering things like that, thinking no one heard her. The curse you placed on Scarlet gave her the strength to push forward. And it all worked out in the end. But as her sister, that's not something you should have done.
You're right. That's why I'm still alive.
Huh?
Strictly speaking, I cannot die without Mirror's permission, and I could disappear at any moment on her whim.
What? Wie funktioniert das?
But the reason I'm obeying Mirror and trying to stay alive is because I don't think I've ever given Scar anything good. I ruined the squad in the name of helping her, and made her kill her own sister by her own hand. I've come to realize what a pathetic and awful sister I was. So I want to make it up to her somehow. I thought, if I kept living, maybe I'll get a chance someday. But it's not easy. I've never done a single thing right by her, so I really don't know. I don't know what I could ever do for her.
Why not meet with her?
That will never happen.
Showing up in front of Scarlet in my current state wouldn't do her any good.
Oh, das wäre...
I will simply resign myself to the life I'm living.
Das wäre Mind-Switch-Potential auf jeden Fall.
Do what I can for her, if the opportunity arises. Then I'll disappear quietly. If Scar learned about the state I'm in, she would reach out without hesitation. But the fact is, I'm a broken sword. A blade that wounds whoever holds it. You get it, don't you?
Very well. I won't say a word to Scarlet.
Thank you. Well, since fate brought us together like this, tell me more about Scar. How did she end up joining the Goddess Squad? The strongest squad there is. And what has she accomplished since then?
Alright. It's a bit of a long story.
Then keep it to the parts about Scar. I'm not big on long stories.
Snow White and Rose's voice echo around them. As Nayuta and Mira walk on, listening.
They seem to be getting along.
How far dost thou intend to lead us? I confess, this leisurely stroll through the heart of enemy territory does not sit well with me.
Not much further now. We wouldn't be able to go any further than that anyway.
So thou hast been here all this time?
That's right. I've been here ever since Eden. There's work to be done after all.
Then didst thou not see my replicas? There ought to have been at the very least several score.
Beats me. Maybe they're all dead?
Jetzt sie nicht gesehen.
When a
What?
replica doth perish, its nymph returneth unto me. Such a thing hath not occurred even once.
Is that so? I haven't the faintest idea.
Jetzt kommt mir das ein bisschen suspicious vor.
I see. Is it still intact?
Of course. That's why the lift is in operation. The ultra-massive core is very much intact.
Der Ultramassive
It's
Core,
in
nicht
much better
Supermassive.
shape than anticipated.
Ja. Also lag es doch nicht am Core, dass sie hierher gekommen ist. Aber irgendwas... Aber der Core muss jetzt auf jeden Fall sich abschalten. Oh, vielleicht werden sie da drin sind.
Who doth maintain it?
It's left alone. It was designed to run itself after all.
Huh.
By you, I might add.
By you? Oh. New law.
The Ark and the Lift each hold one of the twin cores. The moment either is destroyed, mutual destruction follows. And in close proximity to one another, the resulting resonance would destroy them both.
Oh shit, okay.
Quite the troublesome design.
There was surely reason behind its design. Yet we failed to uncover that reason, and we erred in wielding forces unknowable in heedless fashion.
Ist Nayuta die OG-Dieb, Nikke? Und hat aber einen Mind-Switch? Und hat alles vergessen? Oder das meiste vergessen?
Just so you know, mutual destruction is not an option. It might have been a viable choice in the past, but not now with the Queen in the picture. Humanity, stripped of its sanctuary, against the Queen. The outcome is obvious, wouldn't you say?
This I know.
Wenn das die Queen wüsste, würde sie den Core hier zerstören. Und dann wird der Core in der Ark kaputt. Dann müssten sie ja die können ja nicht mal an die Oberfläche, weil die Fahrstühle nicht funktionieren. Die würden da unten einfach verrecken.
I'll do my best. Cheer me on. We're not done. Keep going. Tell me the down with those who would threaten.
Das ist hart.
Ahead! Fire it well!
Let me clear my throat.
Re-engaging. Reloading.
Gibt's im Easy Mode überhaupt
As long as we're
X-Stages? Ich glaube
together,
nicht.
I will never fall. Proceeding to target. All right, moving in. Encounter.
Oh, ist fast durch.
All right, this is as far as we go. I don't recommend going any further. We might get caught.
By your efforts, we have come thus far without great peril. To know the lay of the land beforehand shall alone prove of great service.
Take it all in before you return. That's the only way you'll even stand a chance of winning.
Sounds like you're saying we'd lose if we fought now.
Of course. You have absolutely no chance of winning right now.
Holy shit.
You're lucky that the Queen is focused on rebuilding her strength now. Do you honestly think you could stop her if she went after Eden and the Ark this very moment?
Ja, okay. Wenn die Queen selbst Hand anlegt, dann wird's eng.
While she gathers strength, you must do the same, by any means necessary. I am backing the losing side here. Siding with the Queen would make things so much easier. And yet, I'm going this far because I genuinely want you to win. So please, don't disappoint me.
Talk is cheap. Give us something useful to work with.
Fine. That's the reason I brought you here anyway. Rose?
All right.
Rose heads to a corner. Then proceeds to perform a peculiar sequence of steps.
Oh, hast thou brought us thus far merely that Sword Maiden might unveil some secret dance techniques?
Come to think of it, Red Hood did a tap dance the day we first met Scarlet.
I told you we should have changed this.
What's the harm? Besides, this way, no one will find out by accident either.
The moment Rose completes her steps, the corner crackles to life. A human-sized container emerges.
Optical camouflage, huh?
Would you mind opening it?
Human-sized container, was ist da drin?
I'm nothing but an errand girl.
I have no physical body. I don't have much of a choice.
Rose presses the button on the container. Oh, wer kommt da raus? With a hiss, the container contents are revealed. Steel legs, clad in red. No way! OG red shoes?
Red shoes?
I kept them safe, as you can see. I tried everything I could to make replicas with them, but they don't seem compatible with Rapture technology. Take them. Perhaps they'll come in handy somehow.
This shall prove of considerable aid.
That's what I thought. And take one more thing with you. Rose, if you could.
Rose retrieves a small bag from inside the container and hands it to Snow White.
What's this? It's really heavy.
It's a brain shelter.
No way! No way! Wollen sie Red Shoes wiederbeleben? Aber ein Brain Shelter für 100 Jahre? Das wäre ein bisschen crazy.
A brain shelter?
Liberalio's head is inside.
Liberalio, dude! Auf geht's! Ich hätte den Kopf genommen.
What?
I don't know what possessed Liberalio, or why. But she proposed to the Queen a dialogue with humanity. I'll admit, I had some hope myself. I figured it might get through to the Queen even just a little, given it was coming from her second daughter.
Second daughter? Wer war der Erste?
But the Queen truly is a monster. Liberalio's words fell on deaf ears. Although, I honestly doubt dialogue was ever possible with her in the first place. She tore off Liberalio's head, frozen in ecstasy after meeting her beloved mother. She kept only the body that had the core, and tossed the head away like trash.
Oh, ja, okay.
That's what I retrieved.
Yet heretics possess the capacity for regeneration by means of their core.
There's no core in her head. Unlike in Devilia, Liberalio didn't do something as grotesque as implanting a core fragment in her head.
Deswegen kommt Individual immer wieder zurück.
but her brain is still alive.
Nikke Brain. Oh, bekommen wir dann einen neuen Pilgrim Liberalia? Die auf unserer Seite kämpft? Oh, das wäre amazing, dude.
It should be enough to create a human imposter, at the very least. That is, when Eden has the technology to do so.
Oh, das ist amazing.
She's a heretic who spent nearly a century slaughtering humans on the surface. Such vast combat experience must mean she'll have a wealth of information.
Ja. Und vielleicht kriegt sie dann eine Form, wie sie näher dran, wie sie als Nikke war. Und nicht als Heretic. Weil, wie die Dinger ja funktionieren ist, die Körper werden immer so gebaut, wie sich das Hirn vorstellt, am perfektesten zu sein.
She's also one of my greatest works.
My greatest works?
So even turning her into a standard pseudo-human won't be a loss. We need every asset we can get. Don't you think?
Ich meine, das mehr oder weniger beweist schon, dass sie auf unserer Seite ist. Ich meine, Red Shoes und Liberalius Kopf, man, das sind zwei unglaublich wertvolle Sachen.
Alright. It's time for you to leave. We stuck strictly to inconspicuous routes, but if we stay too long, we're bound to get caught. See them back safely, Rose. They'll start to suspect something if I'm away from my post for too long.
Yes.
I guess the saying's true. When the cat's away, the mice come out to play.
The queen not present at this moment?
Yes. Remember how I mentioned those new raptures use dark matter as a power source? She's gone to gather some.
The Maleficent Beast Quartet.
That's right. She went to steal the dark matter that the four beasts painstakingly scraped together.
Aber die sind da nicht mehr. Die sind auf dem Weg zu Eden. Zum Glück, sonst wären sie weggeknallt sofort. Holy crap. Dude,
Believe in your king.
das Chapter
Victory will be
ist ein
ours.
Setup für crazy Story. Für die Zukunft.
We're not done. Keep going. Tell me the down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Ahead! Fire at will! This is going on a bit long.
Ich würde eher sagen, dieses Chapter runde den Prolog ab. Ja? Sozusagen. Und danach geht's halt richtig rund.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty. Very well. Let's go.
Oh boy.
All right, not there. I knew that. Encounter.
Are you ready?
Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing in particular I need to pack.
What about you, Bahamut?
I, the incomparably clever Bahamut, am not yet finished preparing.
Wir sind immer noch nicht unterwegs, aber mein.
I can't decide which book to take.
What book?
Don't you know? Books are nourishment for the mind.
Armut, man.
No matter where one goes, books are an absolute necessity.
Bahamut. Why are you always reading books?
Knowledge is a weapon, Levi. One must always keep it sharp.
Your knowledge is a weapon, all right. Something you swing around that leaves people dazed.
Precisely. It's gratifying to be surrounded by fellows who truly understand.
I'm surprised you actually agreed to help the young man.
I promised him I would. And from what I hear, something major happened. Come to think of it, you visited Eden before, right? So, you're already familiar with
Die
this place?
die wissen's noch gar nicht mit der Queen und allem. Holy crap. Die werden Augen machen.
Sure, I've been there before. But I doubt they'll welcome me with open arms.
What did you do?
Let's just say we got off to a rocky start.
We're doomed. We'll be lucky if we don't get intercepted along the way.
Well, the young man probably gave Eden a heads up already. We should be fine.
Yeah, I guess it'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Right?
Why? Are you nervous?
I mean, kind of.
I don't blame you. We've kept to ourselves this whole time without dealing with anyone else whatsoever. If it weren't for Grave, that might still be the case.
Oh, vielleicht kann ja Cecil die ein bisschen untersuchen und rausfinden, was die wirklich sind. Weil ich glaube nicht, dass es echte Heretics sind.
Still, we got along well enough with Enichiro's group and the young man's crew, even if it was only briefly. Eden won't be any different.
True. You're right.
First meeting jitters are perfectly natural. But conversation is the cornerstone of evolution. New encounters beget new dialogue, and the exchange of new knowledge.
Wow.
I, the
Bahamut.
brilliant Bahamut, can hardly contain my excitement. I await the magnificent moment, my profound knowledge, and Eden's converge.
Are we seriously taking her with us? I'd say a fight's liable to break out before long.
We have to bring her. What choice do we have? But what's taking those two so long?
Yeah, they're running pretty late today.
Swoosh. Thud. Sis lands from the air. Girl hanging from Sis' neck climbs down to the ground. Hat sie eigentlich mittlerweile einen Namen?
Fun.
Swan. Only one, immer noch nur only one.
Seeing new places is nice, isn't it? Uh-huh. Go new place tomorrow?
Tomorrow's my turn, right? I'll take you somewhere completely new.
Yay, yay! What's wrong?
I, the erudite Bahamut, shall enlighten you. The child currently requires sleep.
Hug me.
Aww.
Okay, come here.
Sis wraps her arms around the girl, and the girl buries her face into Sis' chest.
Fluffy. Feel good.
Aw.
Oh. Really? What do I do? I feel like I'm gonna cry.
What's wrong?
I don't know.
Are you all packed?
Packed? For what?
We're leaving today, remember?
Oh, right. We were going to Eden. I forgot.
Hurry up
Hat
and
nicht alles
get
ihren Flügeln
ready.
drin hängen, was sie braucht?
I'll hold her.
Oh, okay.
All right, come here.
Leviathan reaches out toward the girl nestled in Sis' arms. She stares silently at Leviathan. Her gaze travels down towards Leviathan's chest. Nicht fluffy enough?
Hard. No like.
Oh no.
You little brat!
Come here. I'll hold you.
Girl settles into behemoth arms, tucks her head in and nuzzles against her.
Fluffy.
Dude.
Yeah. Fluffy, isn't it?
The girl turns her head and looks at Leviathan.
Hard.
Dude.
I swear I'll...
Dude.
Levi.
What?
Bahamut looks at Leviathan. Then nods silently.
Stop nodding like you've got some secret. It's annoying!
Levi?
What? What is it?
Oh, I'm packed and ready.
Oh, das war schnell.
Let's go then.
But she just fell asleep.
Trag sie halt.
Let's be quiet then. If she wakes up, we'll take turns transforming and giving her rides. If we don't let her ride while we're transformed, she'll throw a fit.
Oh, okay. This is kind of fun. It's like taking turns driving on a road trip.
Oh ja, Cecil muss auch Only One untersuchen, ob das, was das ist, was da rausgekommen ist. Ob Mensch, ob Maschine, ob Nikke.
This is a family trip, all right.
Yeah.
The four beasts walk on. Leviathan glances back. The White Ark, once a ritual space built for the creation of the Queen. A place that has since become their home. It was wrecked by Liberaglio, but even the process of restoring it was enjoyable. For some reason, Leviathan feels a twinge of regret.
We'll be able to come back. It's our home, after all.
Yeah, you're right.
The four beasts continue onward. After walking for a long time, they stop. Before them stands the thing. Oh no. Treffen sie doch. Oh no. Who looks at them with a smile.
What is that?
A human imposter? But something feels off.
The thing closes the distance in an instant. The gaze locks onto the girl in Behemoth's arms. Behemoth reflexively turns and shields the girl. Boom. A thunderous roar echoes out. Behemoth collapses to her knees, the upper half of her body now missing. The girl, flung aside, lies on the ground, staring at the lower half of Behemoth that remains. She crawls over and touches the core, lying on the floor.
Ma!
The thing looks down at the girl and raises her foot. A fire ignites in the eyes of Leviathan, Sis, and Bahamut.
Take your foot away! What are you? You'll pay for this!
Black light bursts forth, staining the white arc. Holy shit, dude. No. Ich hab gehofft, dass die rechtzeitig wegkommen, um nach ihnen zu kommen.
Believe in your king. Victory will be ours.
Wait a moment, it will end soon. This is going on a bit long. Tell me the down with those who would threaten me.
I'll kill them all, leaving nothing behind! As long as we're together, I will never fall.
Very well.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Coming. Sis.
Sis does not move. Her wings have been completely torn apart. Bahamut is motionless. Half of her upper body has vanished.
Bye.
Leviathan's body is grotesquely contorted in several places. She writhes in agony.
Bye. Hurt?
Run! Run! Go! Don't fight! Run away! Now!
The Thing steadies her breathing. Warum wird sie jetzt The Thing genannt und nicht die Queen? She shakes off the dark matter clinging to her body. Her gaze sweeps across the four beasts scattered on the ground, and settles on the girl standing in their midst.
You. Bad girl.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. The ground beneath the girl begins to turn black. It continues to spread wider and wider. As Leviathan sinks into the blackness, she desperately shouts.
No! You mustn't fight! Run!
The four beasts sink into the blackness created by the god. So kannst du sie aber retten. Gigantic rings unfurl and drill shafts and pincers rise from the ground. Ach so, ja klar, wenn sie sich verschluckt, hat sie ihre Fähigkeiten. The thing charges forward. A mass of arms surge up from the ground and latches into the thing's legs. It tries to shake them off, but cannot, for their strength is tremendous. Girl's pincers strike ferociously at the immobilized thing. The thing staggers, then tears off the hands, gripping her with sheer force. She catches the swinging pincers and twists with a sickening crunch sound. The pincers warp and shatter. The thing drives her fist into the girl's torso. Part of the girl's upper body disappears with a thunderous boom, but it regenerates almost instantly. A massive pillar is summoned. Simultaneously, another swarm of arms rises up once more. The thing takes her stance. The girl lashes out with her pillar and arms, with a ferocity that could tear her opponent asunder. Meanwhile, the thing wildly throws her fists, intent on pulverizing anything in her path. Boom, bang, crash, bang. The girl's dark matter and the thing's fists collide over and over. Shockwaves ripple outward. The pseudo-arcs buildings tremble and the ground splits open. Boom, bang, crash, bang. The fierce stalemate continues until the balance is broken by the thing. A low kick aimed at the girl's legs tears them clean off. The girl crumples to the ground, her legs gone. The thing rains down punches from above. Under the barrage of fists, the girl panics. This is something she has never felt before.
Hurt.
Black light erupts. Oh, sie kann sich verwandeln? Oh, fuck. The thing looks up at the black spire that has suddenly risen. Achso, ihre Verwandlung ist der Spire, okay. Beams of light pour down from the spire and black thorns rain down like a storm. The thing swiftly evades the projectiles, but it's useless, there are simply too many of them. Damn, ist auch ein crazy build. A beam catches her in the torso and sends her staggering. The attacks that had been spreading in all directions now concentrate solely on this thing. For the first time since inhabiting this body, the thing adopts a defense stance. Beams of light and black thorns crash down upon her. After raining down attacks for a long while, the girl looks downward. The thing is on one knee, staring up at her.
Die.
Damn. Massive pincers, pillars, and drills, shafts burst from the spire, all of them pointed downward. The thing looks up at the colossal black spire, looming before her. Was ist mit der Queen? Ist sie nicht normalerweise ein bisschen ängstlicher? She shifts her gaze to her own body. Then back at the spire, and back to herself. Fury spreads across her face. At that moment, Leviathan comes flying out of the black spire.
Stop! Enough. No more fighting!
Bye.
Girl points at the thing.
Bad girl. Die.
No! Don't kill her! You don't need to do that! Leave the fighting to
Wenn's es
us.
schafft, wäre es doch nicht schlecht.
So just stop! All you have to do is sneak bites of grilled fish, hitch rides on us, and go for walks. Just snuggle up and sleep in our arms! You don't have to
Aw.
fight!
She hurt you. Bad girl.
We're fine. We're not hurting anymore. So don't. Let's just go. Let's go. Okay?
Okay.
Black spire disappears and the four beasts are left floating in midair.
Sis! Yeah!
War schneller wie Sis sind, ne? Nicht in der Luft. Sis' wings spread wide. He carries everyone and quickly takes flight. The thing watches them go with fury etched across her face. Oh no, jetzt ist sie auch noch angepisst auf die vier.
Back there.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Even after transforming.
What was that thing? It looked like a pseudo-human.
It certainly had the appearance of one, but it was unbelievably strong.
What even was that thing?
Even I, the ever-astute Bahamut, cannot say.
Moth. Moth.
Yes. Yes, you saved us. Thank you.
Uh-huh. I scold bad girl.
No more fighting, though. Okay?
No.
Don't you dare do it.
No.
What the? This kid is getting more defiant by the day.
Who hurt my sisters? I'll kill them all.
Oh,
Like
sisters.
hurting. Don't like bullies.
All the same, I don't want you fighting. Please? Okay.
Maybe.
No. Soft snores. The girls had fallen asleep in Leviathan's arms. Leviathan looks down at her with a troubled expression.
Levi?
Yeah?
Why are you telling her not to fight?
Ja, ich meine, sie ist stark.
She's so strong. She might have won that fight earlier.
You're right. She is strong. Unbelievably so.
Then why?
No parent wishes to see their child fighting.
Oh, well, I guess that's true. But there are times when fighting is the only solution, at least to protect ourselves.
Levi, tell me what you're thinking.
She's strong. Too strong. With her power, she could probably solve most things. She could take anything she wants, without exception.
Oh, es wäre schlecht, wenn sie rausfindet, dass sie alles haben kann, was sie möchte.
She won't even need to control her emotions. She could just unleash them alongside her power. And that can't happen. It mustn't.
Yep.
If she repeatedly uses her power every time she wants something, she'll turn into a real monster.
Yep.
But why not? Why don't you want her to become a monster? Is it because you promised Siren her power would only be used for good?
That's part of it. That kid. We made her. She had no say in her creation. After selfishly bringing her into this world, we can't ask her to use her powers for our sake.
No.
We can't ask her to become a monster for us.
Das schon eher.
But... damn it!
Why are you crying?
I didn't want her to fight. I don't know if we're even capable of it. But I wanted her to live in a world where none of that exists. She's the child we created. I want her free from all of that. I just wanted her to live happily. But in the end...
The girl wakes up. She lifts her head to look at Leviathan.
Why? Don't cry.
She reaches out and wipes Leviathan's tears.
This is why I keep crying.
The child will grow up right. She won't become a monster. Ever.
Yeah, we can do it. Let's make sure of that.
Do you know what distinguishes a monster from something that isn't? It's the presence or absence of knowledge.
Ja, kann man so sagen.
I, in all my astonishing wisdom, will impart all my knowledge unto this child. I shall personally see to it that she becomes a person of intellect.
Gut.
Oh, she's doomed. I can already tell this is going to end badly.
Gut, man, dieses Kapitel hat alles. Ohne Scheiß, man.
You can always count on quality training.
Dieses Kapitel hat alles.
Tell me the down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Ahead! Fire at will!
Wir sind jetzt schon beim Boss. Erste Stunde 13 rum.
Securing victory for their subjects.
Stage 37 gut. Wenn du es im Normal Mode spielst, dauert es eine Weile. 37 Kämpfe. Auch wenn du Quick Battle hast. So sind wir schon beim Boss. Und danach geht es in der Arc weiter, 100%. Weil es ist arg kurz. Kann ich mir nicht glauben. Aber wenn es länger soll sein wie das andere Kapitel, wären wir über eine Stunde in der Arc. Das ist crazy. Mal schauen, was passiert. Und ob das ist schon eine andere Heretic oder noch nicht? Der Schwertkämpfer, den sie in der Ding gezeigt haben.
You look like you have a lot on your mind.
Ah, well, indeed.
Feeling pushed around by Mirror? It can't be helped. You lost so many of your clones since that day.
All of you lost a great deal of strength. Meanwhile, the Queen got a clean slate. And Mirror's been glued to her side, watching everything unfold. There's bound to be a gap in our intel, don't you think? Mirror wants to see where things are at for you all. Whether you truly have the power to stand against the Queen.
Stand against her? No, we're going to kill her.
She wants to make sure it's not all talk. If you have what it takes to be the ones who kill the Queen, Mirror will offer even more help than she does now. But if you're not...
No doubt she shall cleave to the Queen's side without a moment's hesitation. That much I know.
Right. So don't disappoint her. She's devious, but incredibly capable.
Ja, sie ist auf unserer Seite und gibt uns alle Informationen und hilft uns, aber nur solange sie glaubt, wir können es schaffen. Sobald sie sieht, ist es nicht mehr möglich für uns zu gewinnen, ist sie auf der Seite von der Queen. Mit allem, was sie hat.
Having her as an ally is always an advantage.
Art thou not speaking rather too much?
Oh, don't you worry. Mirror probably sent me to see you off just so I'd tell you all this. She loves making others do the talking for her. She fancies herself a puppet master, pulling strings from the shadows. She's devious to the core, that Mirror.
On that, I concur.
Nayuta.
What troubleth thee?
Explain how you came to know this Mirror. She says she's helping us, but she's more like a rapture strategist than anything else. With how she talks about creating Liberalia, she's clearly been around for a long time. That means she had a significant hand in humanity's destruction.
Achso, hat sie die erste Tochter Anachiro gemeint? Hat aber die Queen nicht gemacht. Egal.
How did you end up allied with something like that?
What a predicament. If I were to lie, wouldst thou let it pass?
Fine. I'll believe it even if it's a lie.
What an even greater predicament this is. 'Tis a simple enough tale. When mine replicas did roam the surface in great numbers, seeking a means to fell the Queen, 'twas young Lady Mirror who first approached me. By means of a nearby rapture, she did drive a corrupted thorn into me.
What?
Fortunately, I am possessed of some small skill in the handling of nymph. Should the corruption be minor, I may address it by excising only the corrupted nymph.
Oh, damn.
The drawback is that much information is thereby lost. Yet I at least evade utter corruption. Young Lady Mirror witnessed this and did propose a deal. Having observed mine replicas that did linger nearby and the treating of my corruption, she divined the extraordinary nature of my ability and put forth her proposal. 'Twas a deal to strike down the Queen together. I knew full well the sort of being young Lady Mirror was. How grave a threat she doth pose to humanity. How much suffering she hath wrought. Even so, I joined hands with her.
Why?
I coveted the knowledge too greatly to forego. However many replicas I may possess, there is no means of learning the Rapture's inner affairs. Thus I joined hands with her, and much was brought to light. 'Twould be a falsehood to claim I felt no self-reproach over that decision. Even so, to secure victory, I shall stoop to any deed whatsoever. I had thought thou wouldst speak of the path to victory, yet thou dost refrain. How unexpected.
And are you sure you're okay? Very well. I respect your decision.
Many thanks.
Wir brauchen definitiv noch eine Nayuta-Backstory.
We're here. There's an underground tunnel from this point that'll get you out quickly. Stay safe. And if Scarlet happens to wake up, don't mention me.
That matter will not be resolved so swiftly. But very well.
All of you, get moving.
Huh?
Ego Vista has caught your
Doch, er ist da.
Damn
Der
it.
Schwertdude.
Huh?
Whoosh. The sound of something tearing through the air echoes from the distance and rapidly approaches.
What sound be that?
This complicates things on so many levels. Let's evade for now.
We can't exactly run from something if we don't know what it is.
Just run.
Whoosh. Boom. Something enormous slams down. Ground splits and nearby buildings collapse. Snow White stares at a massive wall blocking her way. A towering wall, smooth and flat. Crack. The wall slowly lifts, revealing its end. It tapers gradually to a point.
A sword?
A sword? A sword, you say? This?
The gigantic sword swings again. This time it comes down, aimed directly at Snow White. Seven Dwarfs unleashes fire. An explosion hits the descending blade, knocking it off course. Snow White quickly takes to higher ground. Beyond the dust cloud, the vague silhouette of a giant approaches slowly.
A sword strike? From that distance?
Snow White stands ready, with 7 dwarfs waiting for the dust to clear. As the dust synth, the giant silhouette appears. A white-brimmed hat, a single sword, swings on her back. Was? Wings on her back. Ja, da haben sie jetzt Scarlet und Isabel, oder? Gemixt. Und wir haben Snow White und Noah. Jetzt haben wir Scarlet und Isabel. Das heißt, der dritte, den sie gemacht hat, wird sein... Ist er noch übrig? Entweder Snow White und Haran. Oh. Haran auf jeden Fall. Aber wer noch? Das muss jemand sein, der sich selbst umgebracht hat. Oder Modernia. Den Chor hat sie genommen und gemacht. Wer weiß. Snow White stares vacantly at the form, an unmistakably imitation of someone. And just like Altruia, this doppelganger before her provokes a great sense of rage in her. This is sacrilege. A desecration of her comrades who risked their lives in battle. Snow White's eyes blazes as she clenches her teeth. Without any further hesitation, she unleashes her attack.
I'll kill you! I'll kill every single one of you!
Ich hätte irgendwelche crazy Kampfdinger, die man machen muss, aber ich befürchte, auf dem Level brauche ich nichts was tun. Oh ja, er ist tot, aber er geht auch in die zweite Phase.
Wait a moment, it will end soon.
Tell me this down with those fully active. Pierce through!
Die ist halt schon lange tot, aber wir müssen die Phasen durchmachen. Der Ego Vista ist Wassercode. Ich glaube, der Kampf im Solo-Raid wird crazy.
Securing victory for their
Fürchte ich.
subjects is a king's duty.
Ich glaube, der ist auch im nächsten Solo-Raid drin. Ich glaube, ist immer nach einem neuen Boss ist, glaube ich, immer der nächste Solo-Raid. What? Damit habe ich nicht gerechnet. Dass Egoista so aussieht. What?
Splendid. Truly splendid. Never have I fought so earnestly. Not since the day of my birth.
Also seit 3 Tagen oder so.
Though, admittedly, I am newly born into the world.
Stop laughing.
Young Lady Scarlet's and Young Lady Isabel's weapons.
I would fain give thee applause. Alas, I only have but one arm. Most vexing. I shall clap with mine mouth instead. Thou shalt have to make do.
Fuck?
You lunatic!
I must confess, transforming doth dull the pleasure of the slice of mine blade. 'Tis less like a cut and more a bludgeoning. Only in this body can I truly feel the joy of cutting something down. A poorly made thing, this body.
Snow White fires a barrage of missiles.
Oh!
Egoista's arm detaches. The sword it's holding leashes out like a whip. With precise cuts, it slices through the incoming missiles before they can even explode. What? The sword then swings towards Snow White's head. Snow White tilts her head slightly, evading the strike.
My apologies. 'Twas a reflex. My name was merely to deflect the explosives. Though thou art not blameless either, attacking in the midst of conversation. Doth such conduct not violate the way of the sword?
Spare us the falsehoods. 'Tis plain to any soul that strike was aimed with intent.
Nay, nay. 'Twas a mere mishap. As I...
Nope.
Nay, nay. 'Twas a mere mishap. As I said.
Egoista vanishes. Then lands between Nayuta and Snow White. Damn, die ist schnell.
Ambushes are not my specialty.
The sword swings wildly. Nayuta and Snow White both block any weight, but are grazed and sliced.
Blast!
Precisely refined close-quarter combat. Neither Snow White nor Nayuta have experience against a sword-wielding opponent. They couldn't have. Against Raptors, gunfights are the standard. Some Raptors do engage in close combat, but their attacks are nothing more than straightforward physical aggression. But Egoista plays mind games. She targets blind spots and vital points. Nayuta knows self-defense, but not at a level to face a master like this. Against the master of the blade, neither can mount a single counterattack. Swords meet sword. Oh, Rose blocks Egoista's strike. Season Master Swordsman.
Well, well. If it isn't Mirror's puppet, what exactly dost thou think thou art doing?
Who knows? Perhaps facing a sword wielder after so long stirred my spirit.
A hollow husk with no blood to boil. What rubbish dost thou speak?
Rich words coming from something that imitates humans.
Their blades clash. From a distance, Mirror watches. Das passt dir gar nicht.
This is no good. Ugh. They really are completely helpless. Even with half their forces remaining, they're struggling this much against a single newborn heretic. Altruria's retreat was likely due to that strange wall. These new raptures will just keep getting better. The Queen will secure the dark matter, and those half-baked things aren't going to pose an obstacle to her. Eden is still devastated, and the Ark shows no sign of mobilizing. On top of that, Marion's gene is now in the Queen's hands. I've decided. It's a shame to abandon everything I've invested, but the Queen is on a whole other level. Perhaps her dissent was the problem from the start. There's no other choice. This is the right call. What a waste. Both Marion and the Ark. Such a shame. After all that effort I've put in, the Queen obtaining a new body was the deciding factor. Otherwise, she could have been stopped. Right. Time is infinite. I'll just have to look for the next opportunity.
With a quiet crackle of static, Mirror vanishes. Wait, für welche Seite hat sie sich jetzt entschieden? Das konnte ich nicht aushören aus ihrem Monolog. Ich glaube, sie ist immer noch gegen die Queen, aber nicht mehr mit den anderen. Rose and Egoista's blades clash in a flurry of exchanges. They are evenly matched, but one side begins to falter. The difference in physical specs is overwhelming, but the difference in swordsmanship is overwhelming enough to cancel it out. Rose drives Egoista back.
Impossible! How?
You were going on about the way of the sword. You should know how meaningless ideals are when they're bereft of power.
Silence, thou empty husk!
Egoista swings her blade in desperation. Her movements are wide and sweeping, the kind that happens when emotion overtakes the body. Rose ducks and raises her blade. All she needs to do is slightly deflect and charge forward to pierce the core.
As expected, nothing beats Scar's swordsmanship.
Clang. Crack. Egoista's blade drives deep into Rose's upper body. Rose collapses.
A pity.
Wait. Ah, sie hat sich aktiv dafür entschieden, selbst getroffen zu werden. Interessant.
The sword was too worn, too frail to endure mine strikes.
Oh, das Schwert ist kaputt gegangen beim Deflecten. Okay, oder so.
That it should end thus, I find it nothing short of regrettable.
Snow White levels her gun at the stunned Egoista. She glances towards Nayuta to call for backup, but sees her staring into the distance, her face frozen in horror.
We are undone. Just as I feared. We ought not have joined hands with an outsider.
Snow White follows Nayuta's gaze. Wait, what? What the fuck is this shit? Dozens of glowing red orbs of light hurtle toward Nayuta. Wait, sind das ihre Nymphs?
Mantra!
The thunderous roar echoes in the distance, sending vibrations rippling through the air. The sounds slowly draw closer.
Nayuta, what's happening?
Mount Mantra and make haste. Retreat, I say.
Nayuta!
When my replicas perish, their nymph returns unto me. The scores of replicas whose whereabouts were lost here have failed.
Alle gleichzeitig, jetzt plötzlich.
They met their end whilst afflicted with corruption.
Oh, Scheiße. Wait, wird jetzt Nayuta korrumpiert? No way, wird Nayuta korrumpiert und zu einem Heretic gemacht. No way.
Then those lights.
Corruption of nymph. That light yonder, mine own nymph, now corrupted. It comes for me. There is no evading
Scheiße,
it.
dude, no.
Then you.
Go at once. No more words.
No way, ich möchte nicht, dass Nayuta zu einem Heretic wird. Mantra crashes through the wall. Snow White hesitates. She locks eyes with Nayuta.
Fret not, I beseech thee. There is no shortage of what may replace me.
Understood.
Nehmen Sie mit und benutzt Warphaus an Nayuta dann? Eine andere Möglichkeit haben wir nicht mehr, aber wenn sie keine Nymph mehr hat, kann sie sich auch nicht mehr replizieren. Das wäre das Ende von ihrer Fähigkeit überhaupt. Dann wäre sie nur noch ein Schreibtischmonk oder so. Snow White mounts Mantra. The beast gallops off. Snow White's gaze turns to the fallen Rose. Egoista stares at the ground as if dejected. While Mantra gallops on, Snow White bends down and lifts the battered Rose. With Snow White and Rose aboard, Mantra leaves the area in an instant. Das nimmt Rose mit. Ich meine, noch ist Scarlet nicht wiederbelebt. Vielleicht können sie retten noch und dann haut sie wieder ab. Oh, oder sie benutzen Roses Körper, um Scarlet wieder zu beleben. Und das ist so eine Fusion von den beiden. Oh, das wäre auch crazy. Nayuta watches the ominous red lights converging on her.
Mirror, things shall not unfold according to thy will.
Nayuta presses her palms together. Light bursts from her body.
Though mine original self be forfeit here, there is no want of replicas to succeed me.
Though mine original self be forfeit here, there is no want of replicas to succeed me. What? Luisa's blade smashes into Nayuta's face, sending her tumbling across the ground. Nayuta's vision swims as she is struck by the flat of the sword.
Ugh. Self-destruction? How terribly boring.
Mirror!
I've had my eye on you for quite some time. There's no better material for a puppet than you. I've always coveted you for that. Ah, I should mention about your clones. I've already taken care of them. In case things came to this, injecting corruption directly into your body would be pointless.
Scheiße.
You would only cure yourself. But even you cannot withstand this much corruption being planted in your nymph.
Da habe ich kurz gedacht, sie ist doch einigermaßen okay.
Traitorous scum!
Don't look at me like that. I believed in you and cooperated with you in good faith, but I'm simply too disappointed. Please know that my feelings were genuine before.
Vile wretch! I swear I shall!
Sorry, but you should know I'll do whatever it takes to win too.
Red light enters Nayuta's body. She struggles, but goes still after a moment. A short time passes. Red-eyed monk rises to her feet. No, nicht meine Nayuta.
How do you feel? This is exactly why corrupted puppets are so boring. Oh well, I'll just have to make do with your performance. Now then, could you call all your clones here? There's something I've been wanting to try for some time.
Red-eyed monk sits cross-legged and closes her eyes. Light rises upward. Watching that light, Mirror smiles. Scheiße. This chapter has yet to be released. Ja. So in die Lobby, aber einen Moment kurz. Ich muss Nase putzen unbedingt. Man, Nayuta. Meine Nayuta.
Oh right, not there. I knew that.
Aber scheinbar ist sie nur normal korrumpiert und nicht Heretic korrumpiert.
Very well. Let's go.
Das heißt, eventuell kann man sie noch irgendwie retten mit Warphaus. Mal schauen, was passiert. Gut, go to Lobby. Auf geht's. A few days later in Eden. A few days later, oh boy. Yuan's mind is unsettled. Since the battle with the Queen, there has not been a single day his heart has been at peace. The painful defeat weighs heavily on him. What happened afterward only made things more complicated. Corruption of Nayuta's true body.
This is devastating.
Ist echt bitter.
It'll be fine. Knowing her, she'll come out of this like it's nothing. Then right on cue, she'll waltz in looking smug as ever.
Weiß ich nicht diesmal.
But you said she was corrupted.
Even that won't be a problem. I believe in Nayuta.
Vielleicht kann sie es trotzdem abwehren und sie tut momentan nur so, als wäre sie corrupted, weiß der Geier.
I can't tell if that's trust or just blind optimism.
She may not have always told us everything, but she's always been thinking several steps ahead, and we've benefited from that numerous times.
Ich meine, sie muss darüber nachgedacht haben, wenn eine korrumpierte wenn korrumpierter Klon stirbt, was sie dann tut.
So things will be all right. I trust her.
Fine. Then I'll trust the monk too.
Oha.
Come to think of it, there's no way someone as conniving as her would be struck down like a dog. She must have something up her sleeve.
Rapture strategist called Mirror. Newborn raptures the Queen is said to be creating. New heretics like Altruia and Egoista. There may even be more. There probably are. Liberalia, who arrived in Eden with only her head remaining. Rose, severely damaged, now unresponsive, with only her brainwaves still active. Brainwaves? Also ist es tatsächlich die Schwester mit ihr Hirn? An unidentified weapon dubbed Red Shoes. So many new and unfamiliar things keep converging in Eden. Johann is conservative by nature. He is not accustomed to accepting things he doesn't have a full grasp on. His years spent on the surface have only pushed that tendency to an even greater extreme. Squelch. What? Johann steps on something. He frowns and slowly lifts his foot. A sticky black liquid stretches between his foot and the floor. Wait, what? From the beast there? Johann's head hurts. He's afraid to open the door before him. But he can longer ignore the noise coming from outside. He can no longer ignore, nehme ich an. After taking a short breath, Johann opens the door. Weird.
Hey! I told you not to eat every single thing you find.
Excuse me.
Who? Was it Ziz?
Huh? No, it wasn't me.
Then who was it?
Oh, sorry. I gave it to her. Was I not supposed to?
She refuses to eat her meals because she keeps snacking all the time.
Dude.
Come on. Kids should be able to eat what they want.
You can't go through life just doing whatever you want. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do.
True.
Wow, you're being all philosophical all of a sudden.
But this is madness, man.
This is certainly heavy.
See? It's still heavy for you to lift, isn't it?
I said it was heavy. I didn't say I couldn't lift it.
Wow. A pseudo-human like you could lift my pincers?
It's no big deal. It's your turn.
You want me to lift your weapon? I could do that with one hand.
Dude.
What the? How do you carry all of this around?
With my strength, of course.
The subarm
Dude.
distributes the weight. There's no way you could lift it with strength alone.
You little liar.
Absolute madness für Johann.
Even if the weight is distributed, I'm still lifting it with my own strength.
A valid point. The total weight doesn't change simply because it's distributed. Allow me, the ever-astute Bahamut,
Oh God.
to enlighten you. It's called the law of the totality of mass.
Ich bin mir nicht sicher, ob es dieses Law gibt. Vielleicht schon. Aber mein Bahamut und Cecil soll mal eine richtige Konversation führen.
There's no such law.
Ich hab's gewusst.
I was mistaken. Was it the law of weight conservation?
Weight conservation.
That's not a thing either.
And what would you know about that to act so smug? Don't underestimate the brilliance of my intelligence.
Scheiße, man.
Pardon me, but what are you reading?
A blank notebook. It used to be a book, but it became blank. I, in my infinite wisdom, absorbed all the knowledge in it, rendering it blank.
Dude.
I've never heard of such a thing in my life.
Wow, check out her forehead, Cecil. It's so smooth.
Hey! Don't touch my forehead.
Goodness, you could practically use it as a mirror.
Shiny. It's blinding.
Absolute madness.
Ow! My eyes! I mean, the sun is so blinding.
The moment he opens the door, the troubling thoughts that had been swirling in Johann's mind vanish. His brain mobilizes every resource at its disposal in order to find a way to bring order to this chaotic situation. He combs through his memory and speaks the words he once used to resolve situations like these.
Be quiet.
But things do not quieten down at all. Johann's head pounds. He needs to resolve this situation one way or another. He quickly assesses what's happening. He approaches the source of the commotion, the person whom everyone is shouting at.
What is it?
Are you the leader?
You could say that, for the time being.
We need to sort some things out. You call yourselves the Four Beasts, correct?
Yes.
You're heretics.
Yes.
Who created the Queen.
Indeed.
And you're her associates.
Yes.
You saddle up to just about anyone, don't you? I've been briefed about you ahead of time.
Johann is startled by the sudden strange sensation against his leg. He looks down. A girl is clinging to his leg. Aww.
My. Just a kid and already taken with a handsome face.
Johann ignores the girl and continues.
As I was saying, your
Hug me.
end goal is... I have a hard time believing you helped us out of
Hug me.
goodwill. So I need you to be clear about your intentions. You're aware of who we're going up against.
Hug me.
Johann bends down and lifts the girl up. He holds her out at arm's length and looks at her.
Hug me.
I don't know how I'm supposed to hug you.
Just wrap your arms snug around her.
Johann brings the girl into his embrace with stiff, awkward movements. He falls asleep almost instantly.
She's asleep.
Dude.
You're right. She'll sleep in just about anyone's arms.
Do I have to keep holding her like this?
Yes. If you put her down, there'll be hell to pay.
What do you mean by that?
She'll cry and scream and all that.
How long do I have to stay like this?
Probably until she wakes up.
Oh boy. Johann looks down at the sleeping girl in her arms. In his arms, oder? Egal. The thoughts that had been tormenting him moments ago are completely gone. Focusing all his attention on holding the girl, Johann stood frozen in place. Uncle Johann. This is the first time Sissel has seen this side of Johann. She burst out laughing in the end.
Alright, I have a clear picture of what's going on. We'll cooperate.
Do I need to remind you of who we're up against?
There's no need. We've met her. So, that was the Queen? No wonder. What would happen if we leave her alone?
I have no idea at all. According to Snow White, she's establishing a new faction, which means they intend to create a world of their own. Any notion of coexistence is just a pipe dream.
Leviathan stares at the girl asleep in Johann's arms.
That's reason enough. We're in.
Good.
So we just wait until the young man contacts us?
For now, yes.
Understood. We'll wait then.
Du, ihn braucht unbedingt die Fähigkeit, Nikke zu bauen. Geht gar nicht anders.
Isn't she heavy?
No, I've gotten the hang of it.
I see.
The girl suddenly opens her eyes wide. She slips out of Johann's arms and runs off.
Hey! Where are you going? Honestly, I can't take my eyes off her for even a second.
Leviathan chases after the girl. Johann rises and follows. Without the slightest hesitation, the girl runs through Eden. Something about her path she's taking strikes Johann as strange. The place she is heading to is clearly weird. The girl quietly stares at Marion, lying there as if asleep. Oh. She waves her hand in front of her face, but Marion does not wake. She reaches out and places her hand on Marion's chest. No heartbeat can be felt. Oh, kann sie in Marion ein Dark Matter Core reinsetzen? The girl takes a step back and places her hand on her own chest. She feels 2 heartbeats. What? The girl continues to stare at Marion. Ich schwöre, das passiert. Go to the lobby. Ich bin in der Lobby. Downtown Area in New York. Okay, dann machen wir das. Downtown, da muss Dorothy sein, oder?
Fire!
Oh shit, Dobin. Mass-produced Nikke has opened fire on Dorothy. Dorothy effortlessly evades the fusillade, lost in thought.
I suppose this must be because of the Queen.
Yarg's leadership must already know that the Queen has come to the surface. Information that is highly confidential. They are attacking me on grounds that is disclosed that information and stirred up unrest among the public. But this is not what I had in mind. One would expect leadership would summon me for a meeting or even an interrogation for leaking classified intel. Würden die anderen auch machen, nur Dobin nicht. I intended to make my case for the necessity of the Third Surface Reclamation War, but of course leadership couldn't possibly be swayed. But for the Nikkes, who are completely kept in the dark, the civilians who are equally uninformed, the mounting chaos in the Ark would have been more than enough to shake them to the core. I need to be the one who puts those fears to rest. It's impossible to explain everything to them as it were, so some degree of deception is necessary. That way it will be easier to incite them. After all, what people want are visible facts and solutions. What lies beneath never interests them. The performance I have put on in the Ark until now should be sufficient to draw in both Nikkes and the people alike. But this I did not anticipate. I didn't think they would attack without warning, and in the middle of the city, no less.
What's going on?
Ich glaube schon, dass Dorothy es ehrlich gemeint und gut gemeint hat. Das Timing war halt schlecht. Dorothy avoids every bullet as they rain down on her. Citizens flee in terror or collapse to the ground. She moves carefully so no one gets hurt. Any casualties will prove fatal to her plan. Even the slightest association to what's going on would just be as fatally
you
true.
Little rat! Where are my damned reinforcements?
The moment Dobin's shout fades, a swarm of mass-produced Nikkes appear. They open fire on Dorothy.
This could go on forever.
Dorothy dashes forward. Weaving the hail of bullets, she charges towards the mass-produced Nikkes spread into formation. She does not draw her gun, instead using hand-to-hand combat, she takes them down one by one. With no knowledge of close-quarter combat, the mass-produced Nikkes begin to fall. Dorothy keeps dropping them without pause.
Damn pilgrim!
Deputy Chief Dobin.
Oh, so you know who I am.
Information on the Ark's Commander-in-Chief and Deputy Chiefs is kept well hidden. With the exception of yours, so it left an impression. Given the low security clearance, I assume you aren't anyone of significance.
Wow.
Am I right? I don't believe we've formally been introduced. Have we met before?
Like hell we have.
Then, do you hold some personal grudge against me?
It's nothing personal. I'm acting on behalf of the Ark.
What did you say?
I've known about your little scheme all along. I won't let you have your revenge on the Ark.
Revenge on the Ark? What on earth are you?
You're part of the Goddess Squad.
What? Woher weiß das?
And you're the acting leader, Dorothy. That's right. You must want revenge, don't you?
Woher weiß das?
The Ark should have been yours. And yet there's no place for any of you in it. But I won't allow it. But as long as I, Deputy Chief Dobon, am here, you won't have your revenge on the Ark.
You? How do you know any of this?
In Dorothy's reaction, Dobin becomes certain. This is it. This is real. With this, he can make a name for himself. Dobin was born in the Outer Rim. Stimmt, ja. He was raised by a father who dealt with the stress of a difficult life by beating him mercilessly. To this day, he's unsure if that man was truly his father. Perhaps that was simply what he wanted to believe. One day, while living hand to mouth as a collector, a central government soldier showed up in Ephialtes. Everyone groveled before the soldier and obtained food and money in return. Dobin polished the soldier's shoes out of curiosity, and the soldier gave him money. It was a large sum that would take 3 months of work to earn, but he turned down the money. Instead, he smiled and claimed he was only doing this because he enjoyed it. The soldier took an interest in this young boy from the Outer Rim, one who expected no compensation. The soldier stayed in Ephialtes for a month, putting Dobin to work as his errand boy. Dobin served the soldier wholeheartedly, and on the last day the soldier said to him, "Come to the Ark and serve me there." And so Dobin received an identification chip from the soldier and headed to the Ark. 1 month was all it took. The identification chip that everyone in our Outer Rim could only dream of had come to him simply because he served in an unnamed soldier for a month. It didn't take long for him to realize that everything he so desperately desired in the Outer Rim is easily obtained in the Ark. Dobin lived as a citizen of the Ark before becoming a soldier. One day, an opportunity arose for him to tour the Outer Rim, which he accepted without. He did so because he found himself missing his hometown. The moment he crossed the partition, however, Dobin was horrified. Had this place always been this filthy and dark? Someone approaches him and polished his shoes. It was the man he used to call father. The man repeatedly bowed and polished Dobin's shoes, but had no idea who Dobin was. Dobin ground the man underfoot. He fled the Outer Rim. He was ashamed that he comes from such a putrid cesspool. He despised himself for ever considering that place home and for missing it even briefly. From that day on, Dobin became vitriolic in his disdain for the Outer Rim. He believed that if the Outer Rim disappeared, his shameful and disgusting past would disappear along with him. He proposed a policy targeting the Outer Rim to the central government. The policy called for isolating the Outer Rim and designating it as a dumping ground. The central government approved the proposal and gave Dobin full oversight. Dude, einfach nur wegen ihm ist der Outer Rim so schlecht? Nur weil Dobin so ein Arschloch ist? From the central government's perspective, the Outer Rim had always been a headache, but abandoned or not, it was still places where people lived. But the policy Dobin presented treated the Outer Rim as a place bereft of inhabitants. If things went wrong, all blame could be pinned on Dobin. From the central government's perspective, there was no reason to refuse. The Outer Rim began to turn into hell. Dobin soon gained recognition for his role in resolving such a troublesome matter and rose to a high-ranking position. From then on, Dobin directed all troublesome and unsavory matters into the Outer Rim. The blaze descended further into hell. Meanwhile, the quality of life in the Ark continued to rise. As a result of this repeated cycle, Dobin rose to the position of Deputy Chief. He felt on top of the world that someone like him from the Outer Rim could rise all the way to Deputy Chief. It felt like a dream, but that was where it ended. With the Ark stabilized, there was nothing left to dump in the Outer Rim. Whenever problems arose in the Ark, he engineered it to appear as the Outer Rim's handiwork, only to be repeatedly foiled by the underworld queens and exotic hair. He hears whispers behind his back. He's accused of selling out his own hometown for a promotion, and now that he's without a scapegoat, he's powerless. Dobin began to grow anxious. He had a dream to make the Ark his own personal fiefdom. The thought of an Outer Rim native standing atop the Ark filled him with unbridled joy. But he had no way of getting there. Save for his capacity for inhumane methods, Dobin had no real talent. His standing naturally began to erode, and nobody acknowledged his worth. He was excluded from important meetings, and he was not even assigned a Nikke on his name. He concluded that both his position as deputy chief and his place as a soldier and citizen of the Ark were at risk if things continued. Ja, das mit den Nikkes. Wir wissen, dass Burning Gum Papillon als einzigen Nikke hat. Er hat gar keinen Nikke. Anderson hat doch auch keinen Nikke, oder? Vielleicht wollte Anderson keiner haben. Wahrscheinlich hätte er welche bekommen, aber er wollte keiner haben, außer das Goddess Squad. Wer weiß. He needed to prove himself, but he was incompetent. That was when the pilgrim Dorothy arrived in the Ark. He found it suspicious. The timing was too conspicuous. No one became certain Dorothy had ulterior motives and began investigating her. Dorothy left the Ark on an exploration mission on the Utopia. Went so far as to plant a bug on her to find out her motives. Wie hat er das denn geschafft? However, he learned nothing of significance, and there was no information about Dorothy anywhere in the Ark either. A Nikke without records shouldn't exist. After exhaustive inquiries, Doban uncovered the existence of the Forbidden Library? Wie? His position as deputy chief made that a possibility. Doban set out to comb through the Forbidden Library. However, the library's doors remained closed to him. Breaking in without authorization would be a death sentence, even for a deputy chief. Since there was no way access to the Forbidden Library would be granted to him, Doban was left stomping his feet in frustration. After days of lurking around the Forbidden Library, he spotted a Nikke scoping out the same area. No way, hat er... Sag nicht, er hat das Buch über Dorothy von wie heißt sie? Ivory geklaut. Oh man. Doban sensed that an opportunity would present itself in some form. And sure enough, something miraculous happened. There was a blackout in the Ark. Shortly after, the Nikke who had been loitering came sprinting out with the book in hand. Doban shot the Nikke in the head, stole the book from her and fled. No fucking way hat Ivory erschossen. No fucking way hat Ivory erschossen. Oh, Doban ist der mieseste Arsch. What the... No! After reading everything written in that book, Doban let out a shout of triumph. All records from the Forbidden Library carry inherent credibility, so the contents of the book could be trusted. He became certain of Dorothy's intention. He was convinced if he killed Dorothy before she brought ruin to the Ark, his standing would solidify for good. Du, der macht alles nur für sich selbst, nichts für die Ark. Holy shit, der Kerl muss weg, aber sofort. Eliminating the instigator intent on destroying the Ark, right before any damage occurred. Er hat doch keine Beweise dafür, dass sie was Böses will. Das macht doch gar keinen Sinn. Just imagining himself as the hero who averted the crisis and saved the Ark filled him with joy. Dude, Anderson kommt und tritt ihm persönlich in den Arsch. Hier. John Anderson Wick wird ihn komplett destroyen. Falls das noch irgendwie kann. Doban, Guardian of the Ark. Weil jetzt dort Peace would reign in the Ark forever. Dude.
Answer me.
Hoffentlich hat Ivory überlebt. Was zur Hölle?
How do you know any of this?
Everybody in the Ark knows it. Why would you think I wouldn't know? And I know your motives, too. Goddess Squad. The goddess of victory. Humanity's hope. To think that you, one of those legendary Nikkes, could have fallen this far. We will never hand the Ark over.
I see. So you knew everything. So, what exactly do you plan to do about it?
Isn't it obvious? I eliminate the outsider who is trying to throw the Ark into chaos.
Just one question. Why did you abandon us?
What are you talking about? You're the ones who abandoned the Ark.
What did you say?
Tja, hast du nicht alles gelesen?
The Goddess Squad demanded far too much. You wanted half of the Ark and the seat of supreme authority.
What the fuck?
Free control over military forces and unlimited access to resources.
Dude.
You didn't care what happened to the citizens. All you did was constantly demand things to serve your own interests. You even threatened us with force. Fortunately, the Ark was strong enough to withstand your assault.
What the fuck labert der Dude?
And when defeated, all of you fled the Ark with your tails tucked between your legs. Despite all that, to honor your contributions, the Ark elevated you to myth, enshrined you in monuments, and passed down your legend through the generations. Instead of gratitude toward the Ark, this is how you repay us?
The fuck is die Laberin?
Have you ever seen us in person?
No. I was born in the Ark.
I see. So that's how they recorded it.
Dobin knows the whole truth. He knows the author of the Forbidden Library foresaw what fate awaits the Goddess Squad upon entering the Ark. He knows they took on the role of villain to prevent the Goddess from being forgotten. And he knows why the Goddess ended up the way they did. He knows they took on the role of villain to prevent the Goddesses from being forgotten. Wann sollen sie die Roles of Villains angenommen haben? But he doesn't say anything. What matters now is for him the Ark's deputy chief, to take down the outsider blinded by revenge and earn his merit. So he must provoke Dorothy into giving him what he wants.
All units! This pilgrim has spread misinformation and incited unrest in the Ark. I want her captured alive. We must keep the Ark safe. We cannot allow an outsider to ruin everything we've built.
You really do have a way with words.
The battle of falsehood against falsehood. The official narrative regarding the Goddess Squad is, as Dorothy says, then Burning Gum's passive treatment of her makes sense, but it doesn't matter. The people whom Dorothy must appeal to are not those in power, but the Nikkes and the ordinary citizens. True. Dorothy holds irrefutable proof that the Queen has descended. Whatever Dobin says about Dorothy's true intentions will crumble before the undeniable physical disaster looming ahead. Both lies will come to light one day, but Dorothy is confident in her victory. If the truth is great enough, even the small lies mixed into it have a way of becoming the truth. To ensure that she'll come out on top when that decisive moment arrives, Dorothy decides she must first control public sentiment. Dorothy once again cuts through the mass-produced Nikkes. Escaping would be easy, as would subduing them. But I need to come off as the victim, since the public tends to side with the weak. True. I give them just enough of a fighting and take some hits, but under no circumstances can I use my gun, and there must be absolutely no casualties. I must appear as someone targeted by the central government for telling the truth. Dobin's actions here will give the Nikkes and citizens the confirmations they need. Confirmations that the central government has been deceiving the Ark.
Why don't you take a nap?
Dorothy drives her knee into the abdomen of a mass-produced Nikke. The Nikke bends at the waist and groans. At that moment, boom. The mass-produced Nikke explodes, sending fragments scattering everywhere. What?
Huh?
Nikke besides her charges with a shriek and lunges at Dorothy, trying to grab her. Dorothy reflectively dodges and breaks the Nikke's stance. Boom. Nikke staggers to the... Hat Dobin die mit Explosives ausgerüstet? No fucking way. Dobin ist so ein widerliches Mistvieh. So ein widerliches Mistvieh. Dorothy brushes a fragment of something from her face and realizes with certainty.
What a dirty trick.
What the hell? This pilgrim killed those Nikkes. All units! switch from suppression rounds to live ammunition. This pilgrim has no intention of cooperating.
All the mass-produced Nikkes simultaneously replace their magazines and fire at Dorothy. But the bullets are the same as they were before. Everything was just for show. What? While dodging the bullets, Dorothy glares at Doban.
You conniving pilgrim! You're bent on throwing the Ark into chaos, aren't you? But as long as I, Deputy Chief Doban, still stand, you won't succeed.
His stentorian shouts are clearly meant to be heard by everyone. Dorothy feels a rage boiling from within. Du, beide spielen gerade Theater und hoffen, dass sie gewinnen.
Do you have a death wish?
You'd even lay hands on a human? No matter how intensely you despise the Ark. Isn't this going too far?
Looking at the loathsome man before her, spouting trouble. She considers perhaps breaking one of his legs. Wouldn't be so bad. She could stage it as an accident, make it look like he fell on his own. Screech? Mechanical sound echoes from above. Dorothy looks up. Wer kommt von oben? Rapi and I land together aboard 712-0. Oh boy. Wait, Rapi and I? Heißt das, alles was erzählt wird vom Commander erzählt? Das heißt, der Erzähler ist kein Erzähler, sondern der Erzähler ist der Commander, der das erzählt. Das heißt, wir sind dann in der Zukunft und erzählen rückblickend, was hier passiert. Egal. We assess the situation. Fragments of fallen Nikkes lie scattered across the ground. Dorothy?
It wasn't me.
I know, I'm asking what's happened. Dorothy looks at Doban.
Were you the one who talked?
Huh? About what?
About me. To that human.
Of course not. Why would I go around talking about that so carelessly?
Ah, the counters. The Ark's beacon of hope. You've arrived just in time.
Der hat keine Ahnung, dass wir alles wissen.
Pilgrim, it's over. Give up now.
Have you come to stop me?
Yes.
I see. In the end, you're all the same.
It seems like your patience is wearing thin. Considering how much Doban is provoking you, perhaps you were considering breaking his leg and staging it as an accident?
I don't know how things got to this point, but I think we should talk things over first.
That is what I intended. But the other side does not seem so amenable to the idea.
What? Hey, you! Aren't you here to back us up?
No, we came to take Dorothy with us.
You fool! Take a good look at this carnage. That pilgrim has already killed 2 of my precious Nikkes. Invaluable assets to the Ark.
That's impossible. Dorothy doesn't use explosives. It looks to me that those Nikkes exploded from the inside out. As if someone planted bombs in them beforehand.
You idiot! A little success and suddenly you can't see what's right in front of you.
Dude, Doban wird gekillt und wir werden Deputy Chief. Übernehmen seinen Posten. Das wär's.
This pilgrim is set on overturning the Ark. And you're defending her?
Huh. Yes, I'm siding with Dorothy.
You traitor! You have no idea what she's really capable of.
I would say I know her better than you do, Deputy Chief.
Filthy traitors! A lot of you! I'll see you all court-martialed and hanged. You say I don't know her true colors? It's you who doesn't. I'll show you what kind of creature that pilgrim really is. Come out!
At Doban's gesture, the formation parts. Numerous mass-produced Nikkes step forward. They are all product 23 models Nikkes. No. 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 Und auch noch ohne Helm. Normalerweise haben die einen Helm auf, dass man sie nicht sieht. All of them remove their visors to reveal familiar necklace around their necks. Wait a minute. Warum Es macht überhaupt keinen Sinn, dass sie alle diese Kette haben.
No way.
Memories from aboard the Utopia come crushing back to me. The image that held Dorothy captivated, a name surfaces. Pine. No, something is different. The mass-produced Nikkes who have stepped forward, each wear anxious expressions. They glance around nervously, their gaze wavering. Die wissen gar nicht, was sie tun sollen, warum sie das tun. Sie werden gezwungen dafür. Dude, ich hoffe, Dorothy ist mittlerweile so gefestigt in ihrem Hirn, dass sie da durchkommt. They are all individual Nikkes. They cautiously turned their eyes towards Dorothy. Up until now, I've never seen Dorothy wear that expression. Seeing Dorothy's face, Tobin celebrates inwardly. The name he heard spoken through the wiretap while Dorothy was aboard the Utopia. Pine. The same one confirmed in the book for the Forbidden Library, Pine. Whoever this Pine is, she clearly someone important to Dorothy. So he dug through old records to learn everything he could about Pine. Fortunately, the book from the Forbidden Library even detailed her final demise. From there, he mobilized as many Product 23 models as possible. He prepared and equipped them with the same necklace seen in the photo. Now he'll send them hurtling toward Dorothy. Then kill them all. Dude. Dorothy becomes... No way! Will er sich alles selbst zerstören lassen? No fucking way. Du, Tobin muss weg. Sofort. Dorothy becomes angry. Good. If she loses reason, even better. If she comes charging at him to kill him, it'll be perfect. In that moment, she'll become the Ark's public enemy number 1. The Nikke at his side are equipped with energy shields, rated against optical weapons. Dorothy uses optical weapons, favoring precision low-output shots over high-output ones. The shields should hold against her shots well enough. And in the process, Dorothy's weakness will become fully exposed. After that, everything will fall in place. He'll take down Dorothy, the pilgrim, with unclear motives, who poses a clear threat. It will be easy to frame her for attempting to overthrow the Ark, especially because she's a well-known pilgrim. Then Tobin will be recognized for his efforts for saving the Ark from danger. Recalls Dorothy's reaction earlier. Drunk on the feeling of victory, Tobin smiles for the first time in a while. Oh shit, man. Oh shit. I don't fully understand the relationship between Pine and Dorothy. Even so, one thing is certain, Pine is more precious to Dorothy than anyone else. And the image of that very person is standing before her now. This is an act of desecration, a vile one at that. It is trampling with muddy feet into the sacred space of a stranger's cherished memories.
Go.
Mass-produced Nikke, resembling Pine, hesitates then runs forward. She spreads her arms towards Dorothy and forces a smile. Oh mein Gott, ist das krank! Dorothy stands frozen, staring blankly at the sight before her. The Nikke approaches.
Dorothy.
Boom. And she explodes. Du, das ist so krank. So krank. Rappy.
Roger. Putting a bullet in that bastard's head now.
Subdue Dorothy. Dorothy draws her gun. She aims it directly at Tobin. Rappy rushes in and grabs Dorothy's gun.
Let go.
Wait!
Nein. Darfst du nicht. Fall back.
Roger.
Let go, I said.
Then Draft Zero activates and Rappy withdraws from the area with Dorothy in tow. I glare at Tobin.
You fool! What do you think you're doing? Traitorous scum! How dare you protect the Ark's enemy?
You don't expect your death to be clean. Oh, you don't expect your death to be clean.
What?
Holy shit. Wir sind wütend. I run in the direction Rappy and Dorothy flew off towards. Anis Neon, change of location.
What? But we're almost there! Then where do we go?
Head toward the hospital. I'll send you the exact location later. Hospital?
Okay,
I cut the transmission and break into a full sprint. Holy shit, Doben. Doben hat seine komplette Menschlichkeit verloren. Er ist nur noch ein Monster, ohne Scheiß. Sowas kannst du nicht bringen. I sprint in the direction Rapi and Dorothy are headed. The only problem is I don't know the exact location either. Bang. There. Crash. Rapi tumbles across the ground. From a distance, I catch sight of Dorothy pulling away.
Commander!
Rapi, are you okay?
Take cover!
Pew pew pew. Dorothy fires wildly. I quickly hurl myself to the side. The optical rounds scrape across the ground. She fired her gun?
She's lost her mind!
Das glaube ich. Dorothy approaches Rapi rapidly in a low flight. Rapi unleashes a volley at her, but she rolls clear of every shot. In the same motion, Dorothy fires back with optical rounds. Wait. If I get shot, I'll die.
The same goes for me.
Rapi and I roll out of the way as he grazes our bodies. Dorothy walks slowly toward us.
Do you intend to keep going?
I'd prefer not to. But if I stop, you'll go back and kill Doben.
That's right. There's no reason to let him live.
Hat sie recht, aber man, das kann sie nicht tun.
Stop this. You said you would take over the Ark. If you do this, all of your plans will fall apart. Everything you have prepared till now will become meaningless.
Everything I've prepared, it has already been ruined. Nothing is left.
Dorothy, why are you doing this?
I have nothing left now. The place we thought was paradise refused to let us in, and the new paradise we built cast us out. That's right. I have given up all hope, because there's nothing else I can do. After inciting the humans and Nikkes of the Ark to leave with me, I wanted to create another paradise. That trivial thing. That was the only form of revenge I had left. That was the only thing left I could take from the Ark. I've tried to endure all this time because it was all I had left. But what I can't endure is that.
Dorothy, come with us. Let's defeat the Queen together.
You're asking me to join forces with the Ark? You heard what happened from Snow White herself. What was done to me. To us. I'll never forgive the Ark for that.
I'll convince them. I'll make sure you're compensated for everything you've suffered.
You know that would never happen.
Dorothy levels her gun at me.
You idiot!
Anise is here!
Anis kann einfach die Schüsse aufsaugen.
New Neon has arrived!
Boom. Anis and Neon jump down from a building and land loudly behind Dorothy. Dorothy hurriedly turns and pulls the trigger. Pew. Anis' hand blocks the optical rounds aimed at Neon's head.
Whoa!
Oh.
Did you just...
I just...
Dorothy steps back.
Were you trying to kill her?
Oh, es war ein aus Versehener Schuss.
No, I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Dorothy!
Hey!
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Thud. Numerous footsteps send tremors through the ground. Countless Nikke are advancing toward us. At the forefront are Product 23 models. Dude! Gibt nicht auf,
Well
man.
done, Counters. Hold her right there.
Stop. Don't take another step. And don't even think about giving any orders.
You son of a...
Countess, we protect Dorothy.
Roger.
Got it!
Firepower! Firepower!
We face off against Doben's forces with Dorothy standing behind us.
Go!
The mass-produced Nikkes leading the formation exchange nervous glances.
Go, damn you! I said go! Go and fight!
Leading Product 23 models charge forward. With frightened expression, they rush toward us. Fury fills Dorothy's eyes. Ruby quickly grabs both of Dorothy's hands. Anise and Neon follow suit, grabbing Dorothy's shoulders.
Why is she so strong? Don't worry, there's 3 of us.
Let me go. I'm going to dispose of that trash.
I know he's a piece of garbage, but you have to hold back.
Hold back? You want me to hold back? Imagine if those Nikkes looked like Red Hood. Could you really hold back?
No.
That piece of filth! How dare he use Pina! My most precious wings! He's desecrating her memory! He doesn't know the first thing about what happened, but he dares trample on my memories to provoke me? My most precious memories!
You already know he's trying to get a rise out of you, so don't fall for it.
I don't care! I'll play right along. Very well. I'll take the bait!
Are you being serious?
Yes, I'm serious!
Ruby releases Dorothy's hands. She looks straight at Dorothy and says,
Okay. Then let's kill him together.
Oh boy.
What? If that's what you want, then let's kill him together, Dorothy. I'm your friend, so I'm in this with you.
Holy shit, dude.
What are you saying?
Was ist, wenn der Commander ihn erschießt? Wenn wir ihn erschießen? Thud, thud, thud. The ground shakes from the thunderous footsteps. In an instant, countless Nikkes surround us. Deputy Chief Burning Gum arrived with reinforcements in tow. Okay, Burning Gum wird's regeln.
Everyone, stop. Dorothy. Drop your weapon.
Burning Gum!
I said drop your weapon, Dorothy. Now. Drop it.
Why should I?
Perfect. Exactly what I hoped for. A large audience.
Ich glaub, Burning Gum weiß besser Bescheid als du, Dobin. Dobin fiddles with something. I get a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach. As if responding to that foreboding, the Nikkes resembling Pine react all at once. They tremble as if in agonizing pain. Wait, warum haben die rote Augen? Moments later, all the mass-produced Nikkes have red eyes.
Dorothy.
Dude, wie weit geht der? Oh mein Gott. Zur Hölle mit Dobin.
Dorothy.
They begin calling her name in metallic, distorted voices. Are they corrupted?
Go on then, Pilgrim. Shoot! Isn't shooting corrupted Nikkes your specialty?
Dorothy shakes everyone off and raises her gun. Oh shit. No, Dorothy!
Yes! Shoot! Shoot and reveal your true nature.
Several mass-produced Nikkes shield Dobin. Dobin laughs.
It worked. She took the bait.
Das ist kein Bait mehr. Das ist einfach nur noch absolut kranke Scheiße. Ich persönlich hätte ihn wahrscheinlich schon viel früher umgelegt. Ohne Witz, man. Das geht gar nicht. Dorothy's gun trembles. She glares at Dobin, her face filled with rage. Then... Bang. No, das war nicht Dorothy. Hat Burning Gum ihn erschossen. A hole opens in Dobin's head. Das war nicht Dorothy. 100% war das nicht Dorothy. Burning Gum hat ihn erschossen oder sowas. Irgendwas war's. Dobin collapses to the ground. Red spills from his head and stains the ground. His body lies motionless. He dies instantly.
Damn it.
Chaos erupts. Nikke and citizens alike scream. One of the Ark's highest authorities, a deputy chief, is dead.
Dorothy, what have you done?
Hat's wirklich geschossen?
It wasn't me.
Huh? I turn my head. Smoke rises from Deputy Chief Burning Gums. Gar nicht ausgewusst. Burning Gum, unser Held. Was geht mit dem Dude? Deputy Chief?
Enoch, the verdict.
I will deliver my judgment.
Boah. Er geht direkt zur Strafe über. Wow. Holy shit.
The mobilization of private forces within the Ark without majority consent of ARC leadership. The use of live ammunition within the ARC, without majority consent of ARC leadership. The use of explosives within the ARC,
Oh,
without majority consent of ARC
er
leadership.
kommt wohl gut weg.
The meaningless sacrifice of Nikkes in the process. Furthermore, the misuse of classified research data pertaining to corruption without majority consent of ARC leadership. All of the above actions resulted in considerable disorder within the ARC. I hereby deliver judgment on Deputy Chief Birmingham, who carried out summary execution on Deputy Chief Dobin, the party responsible for the aforementioned offenses, on the basis that Deputy Chief Dobin's actions could have further destabilized the ARC's already turbulent situation, on the basis of the potential threat posed to the ARC by unnecessarily provoking the Pilgrim, Dorothy, an unidentified entity. Furthermore, on the basis that Deputy Chief Dobin held no meaningful influence over the ARC's current operations, I hereby rule Deputy Chief Birmingham's summary execution of Dobin a justified act.
Justified act, jawohl, dude. Jawohl, dude. Dude, der hat ihn erschossen. Er hat ihn erschossen und wusste nicht mal, was für eine Strafe er bekommen wird. Ob er eine Strafe. Er könnte genauso gut erschossen werden als Strafe. Ja? Er hat's gemacht, man. Als Nachfahre der Library, sozusagen.
Please note that this ruling factored in the special circumstances of the situation being treated as wartime.
A wartime. Alter Schwede,
Good.
man.
That's a relief.
Birmingham, who is drenched in sweat, looks at Dorothy. Ohne Scheiß, man. Dorothy stares back with a shocked expression.
A real relief.
Birmingham surveys the Nikkes filling the streets and the citizens watching everything unfold from a distance. Then he whispers to me.
Help me put the Nikkes and the citizens at ease.
What? Why don't you do it yourself?
I'm not good with crowded places.
Yeah. Very well. A private call comes through from Nikke.
I will dispatch personnel to retrieve the body of the former Deputy Chief Dobin. Additionally, I will request that Elysion treat the Nikkes afflicted with corruption. They should be treatable with the Vop house we have secured.
So you knew about this?
Yes, but I am the only one who does, so there is no need for concern.
Good. I leave it in your hands.
Very well.
I look around. I see the trembling eyes of the countless Nikkes and citizens. At the end of their gaze, Dorothy stands. I take a deep breath and point at Dorothy. This is Dorothy, the second leader of the Goddess Squad. Oh, jetzt geht er all in. The Goddess Squad is not a legend. They existed, and their leader stands before you now.
What on earth are you saying?
Dorothy is innocent. I can vouch for her. You all know what Dorothy has done for the Ark in its time of need. I will personally guarantee Dorothy's safety. As the commander of the Counters, the Commando Unit. Former Deputy Chief Dobin. He attempted to frame and execute Dorothy. His motives are currently under investigation. His actions were no different from acts of terrorism, including the discharge of firearms and the planting of bombs inside Nikkes to use them as weapons. He was executed by Deputy Chief Birmingham. Should I say more? Do I need to address what Dorothy or even what Dobin said? As I mull these things over, my eyes meet Birmingham's. He suddenly shakes his head. This is all I can share at the moment. Further details will be provided in a statement from the central government. From here on, please follow any directives issued by the central government. Thank you. Motion begins to settle. Dorothy.
Who gave you the right to talk about me like that?
I'll convince them.
What?
I'll convince them so that you can be compensated for everything you've been through. Just trust me. Der Nikke wrist kommt wieder. Klick. Handcuffs are placed on Dorothy's wrists. Wait.
This is just for show. She did discharge a firearm in city limits after all. Besides, do you really think this metal scrap can actually restrain her?
Nein. Of course not.
For now, we'll hold her at the rehabilitation center for Nikke's. We can talk there.
Very well.
Oh, and by the way...
Yes?
Well done. In times of chaos like this, it's more helpful to convey just the immediate situation than go into detail. It also buys us time on our end, which is even better. You're still a little rough around the edges when it comes to knowing when to cut things off, but you'll improve. Anyway, go inside and rest. We'll talk again soon.
Understood. Thank you.
Dorothy.
Yes?
Behave yourself. And don't cause any trouble at the rehabilitation center.
I'll hook you up with some outside food. Any magazines you want. Just say the word.
You three are absurd.
Ja, so ist es. Ich muss noch mal kurz Nase putzen. Habe ich nicht gesagt? Doban wird erschossen. Jetzt ist ein Platz frei bei den Deputy Chiefs. Ich denke immer, dass es 3 CEOs und 3 Deputy Chiefs geben muss. Weil es klingt, nach dem letzten Kapitel klang es so, als gäbe es nur diese 6 Leute, die in der Arc alles zu sagen haben. Plus halt Enik drüber und so. Das heißt, werden wir Deputy Chief? Nein, das wäre zu crazy, wenn wir Deputy Chief werden würden, Mann. Das wäre zu crazy. Dorothy and Burning Gum stare at each other. After more than 10 minutes, Dorothy begins to grow restless. Just as she is about to speak, Burning Gum opens his mouth.
You were too hasty. Inciting Nikke's and citizens to rise up toward a third surface reclamation war. Did you really think that would work?
All of you were dragging your feet. It was frustrating.
So the Queen really has descended?
Yes, she has.
Then the destruction of Eden must be true as well. And you really are Dorothy of the Goddess Squad?
Yes.
Right. I've known that all along.
What?
I knew you were Dorothy of the Goddesses from the moment we first met.
I knew those in the Ark regarded us as legends, but I didn't expect a Deputy Chief of all people to buy into it.
When we first met, you asked me something. You mentioned someone's name and asked if I knew it. Oswald. He's my grandfather, although not by blood.
Oh shit. Sie hat gesagt, dass er die ganze Familie umbringt. Dorothy springs to her feet.
You!
Please sit. Causing a scene won't help anything. I'll explain.
That would be wise.
Dorothy sits back down.
I doubted you. I wasn't convinced that you were truly Dorothy from the Goddess Squad. I saw through your true intentions of either destroying or taking over the Ark early on, but I couldn't bring myself to dispose of you. According to my grandfather's records, you were the most radiant goddess of victory of all. My grandfather Oswald. He allowed himself to be disgraced in order to protect you all.
What are you talking about?
After Operation Ark Guardian ended, the Ark deliberated over what to do with the Goddess Squad. They were certain you would wield influence far beyond the central government. So on the day you returned to the Ark, they mobilized every method they could to bring you goddesses down and to drag you from your pedestal. No one adored the Goddess Squad more than my grandfather. He held a high enough position to oversee the entirety of Operation Ark Guardian. So he abandoned the Goddess Squad, because it was obvious to anyone that they would be destroyed if they returned to the Ark.
You honestly expect me to believe that?
I know. There's no evidence of it. But back then, the central government was filled with the likes of Doban.
If you're going to lie, you should at least get your story straight. What you're saying contradicts Doban's account considerably.
Doban was lying.
Do you really expect me to believe you on your word alone?
There's nothing more I can say. Doban lied to provoke you. That's all there is to it.
Then how did he know how Peanut died?
My grandfather apparently listened to every conversation in that temporary camp. He recorded it all in a book.
He heard everything?
Yes. It seems he originally intended to wait longer, since moving too hastily could have exposed him. But after what happened to you, he moved up the schedule. Because he feared the goddesses would crumble.
Why didn't anyone say anything? If what you're saying is true, why did he abandon us instead of telling the truth?
Ja, hätte es ihnen sagen können, ohne Scheiß. Das wäre geschickter gewesen.
Because even if he told you that entering the Ark meant you would be placed on trial, destroyed politically, and buried under false charges, you would still insist on coming to confirm it for yourselves. That was how deep your trust in the Ark ran, after all. If he'd told you that there was a problem in the Ark and that he'd contact you later, you would never have left the Ark's entrance. Because your concern for the Ark ran that deep. From my grandfather's perspective, he needed a lie that was convincingly realistic. A lie that would keep you away from the Ark, even if it bred hatred, rage, or a thirst for revenge. Even if it meant you would one day return to exact that revenge. He wanted to make sure you never wished to set eyes on the Ark again.
Then why didn't he call us back afterward?
The Ark had long been dominated by VTC, and VTC would never have tolerated your existence. There was nothing he could do, since they were too powerful. So my grandfather filed a false report saying the Goddess Squad had deserted. Later, after VTC was destroyed, the situation improved, but too much time had passed at that point. There was no way to find any of you.
Then that means you knew what we went through. You knew my true identity when I came to the Ark, so that means you knew of my objectives too. Then why did you stay silent? Did you want to humiliate me?
As I said before, I doubted you. It was far too obvious that you would come to the Ark for revenge after being abandoned like that. So I kept watch this whole time, to determine whether you were the Dorothy of the past, or the Dorothy of the present, blinded by revenge. And I came to a conclusion.
Your grandfather would have been heartbroken to see what became of the Dorothy he once knew. But you know what? The only reason I'm this way is because of you.
I'm sorry.
Dorothy freezes.
What did you say?
I can't speak for the entire Ark, but I apologize.
I didn't come here for an apology.
Dorothy, what do you want from the Ark?
The Ark. I want to seize it and get my revenge.
No, you cannot. As I said, I reached a conclusion after observing you, and my conclusion is this. You won't act against the Ark.
I could reduce the Ark to ruins right now if I wanted to.
Perhaps, but you won't. You had the power, the ability, the charisma, and yet you didn't. You deliberately took the long way around. You saved the Ark from the brink of ruin multiple times. You were happy when Nikke's and people thanked you. As you said, you could have had your revenge at any moment you wanted, but you didn't act on it. Watching you fail to fire a single shot at Doban was what convinced me.
Yeah.
You can't do it, because you are a goddess, the goddess of victory. That's why you cannot do harm to the Ark. It's pitiful in a way. You dreamed of revenge for such a long time, yet you soften immediately at the slightest recognition and respect. It's regrettable. And yet you cannot help but love Nikke's, humans, and humanity itself. It's truly sad that you're destined only to be used by others, despite having the wherewithal to take revenge, yet unable to go through with it. How foolish of you.
Why, you... Who are you to talk to me like that?
And that's precisely why you're still the goddess of victory. I can't leave you like this. Tell me clearly, are you an enemy or an ally? If you are our enemy, we will strike you down. But if you are still our goddess of victory, the Ark will help you, without fail. We will help you become the goddess of victory once again. Humanity's hope, A true goddess.
Please, stop. Don't say any more.
Because Dorothy feels like she might start to hope again. Birmingham places an old book on the table titled Dorothy.
This is a handwritten record about you that my grandfather left behind. Read it. You deserve that much.
Birmingham rises from his seat and turns and walks out. He looks back at Dorothy, staring blankly at the book on the table. Birmingham looks at Dorothy, then straightens. Dorothy lifts her head and looks back at Birmingham.
There was something I always wanted to say to you if I ever met you.
Birmingham salutes.
For fighting for humanity.
Please don't. Don't say
I
it.
sincerely thank the Goddess Squad.
The door closes. Dorothy stares ahead blankly.
No. How could I have been so foolish? So easily.
That evening, Dorothy reads the book Birmingham gave her. The final page is filled with nothing but words of guilt towards the Goddess Squad. But Dorothy stares at blankly through the entire night. Morning comes. She hears that a high-ranking official from the central government has requested a visit. She doesn't want to go because it's certain to be an uncomfortable meeting. Oh, is it Anderson? Even so, she gets to her feet. Dorothy sits in a chair in the visitation room. Her visitor has yet to arrive, but Dorothy is relieved as she still wrestles with her feelings. A short while later, she hears the door opening behind her. Oh man, das muss Anderson sein. Das muss Anderson sein. Das muss Anderson sein. She doesn't turn around. She hears the door close and the footsteps draw nearer. Dorothy lowers her head and closes her eyes, a silent signal that she doesn't want to be spoken to. Then a familiar scent reaches her. Der kann unmöglich genauso riechen wie vor 100 Jahren. A scent of marigold. Anna, Tee, okay. Niemand weiß, was für Tee sie mag sonst. She hears a teacup being placed in front of her, and the sound of the chair across from her being pulled out and someone sitting in it. A brief silence ensues. Then the sound of tea being sipped from across the table is heard. Dorothy opens her eyes. She looks at the golden liquid swirling in the teacup. After letting out a short sigh, Dorothy reaches for the cup. Just as she is about to grasp the handle, a voice speaks from across the table.
Nothing beats a good cup of tea.
Dude, was ein Chapter?
I see you're still as picky as ever.
Dorothy freezes, and her pupils widen. She barely manages to lift her trembling head to look forward. Anderson looks at Dorothy with a gentle smile. Das ist ein anderes Artstyle wie sein Sprite.
Miss Dorothy.
Commander.
Thank goodness. I was worried you might not recognize me now that I'm older.
How?
Dorothy's thoughts come to a halt. How many times in the past has she been manipulated by ghosts from her past? True. First Lily Weiss, then Pine. Weariness fills Dorothy's eyes.
Who are you?
Anderson silently looks at Dorothy. Dorothy silently looks back at Anderson. After staring at one another for a long time, Dorothy becomes certain. He is not an illusion, nor a monster wearing another skin. He's the same person she once knew, bearing the marks of time on his face. Same person who shared her most radiant days. Tears fall from Dorothy's eyes.
You're alive.
Ta-da! I'm still alive and kicking.
Ich weiß nicht, ob kickt, aber alive ist noch.
I'm sorry I couldn't come see you sooner. But you've got to admit, reuniting in a prison visitation room is quite dramatic. The things you get to see when you live long enough. To think that such a noble lady would end up in a cell. The others would get a real kick out of this. You haven't changed at all. There's a bit more intensity in your eyes, but you're exactly the same.
Ich glaube, das ist genau das, was sie gebraucht hat.
Maybe I should have become a Nikke too. I'm the only one aging here. It's ridiculous. Do you have some kind of skincare routine? Care to share it with me?
Okay, Addison, es reicht langsam.
Please, be quiet. Can't you see? I'm crying right now.
Stop crying or you'll get me started too. The older I get, the easier the tears come. It's becoming quite the problem. I've been taking all sorts of things for my health, but nothing's quite what it used to be.
Please, just keep it down.
Honestly, I told you not to cry.
Only the sound of Dorothy's sobs echoes through the visitation room. Dorothy brings the tea to her lips.
Not bad at all. The leaves are good, and it's well brewed.
Look at you, pretending to be elegant when you were just bawling your eyes out 2 seconds ago.
How long are you going to keep bringing that up?
Let me see. Until I get to tell Lilith?
Oh, shit.
I already know. That damned queen stole Lilith's body. That thing needs to die, without a doubt. But what are you doing here right now?
You must have already heard everything.
Yes. That's why I'm asking. You could be out there right now trying to tear the queen's head off. So what are you doing, sitting here? On a journey of self-discovery, are you?
I could say the same thing about you, Commander.
Ja, hätte sich schon lange outen können und Sachen machen.
You were alive this whole time. What were you doing? And despite me already being in the Ark, why did you wait until now to—
Calm down. I'll explain everything. It's been a while since I talked about the old days. My heart's racing.
Quit kidding around.
First of all, during Operation Ark Guardian, I was on the brink of death when Lilith forcibly sent me into the Ark. I've always felt terrible about leaving without saying goodbye. I'm sorry. I arrived at the Ark and I received treatment, somehow managing to cling on to life. By the time I woke up, decades had passed.
Decades, holy shit.
Those VTC bastards had forcibly induced me into a coma for all those years. Good grief. I'm sure that technology was never designed to be used as such.
So, VTC did that to keep you in check.
Yes. You heard that from Burning Gum?
No, I read it in the book.
Ah, that book. It's quite well written, though it skims through my exploits a bit too much for my liking. But it was a fine book. Anyway, after sleeping like the dead for all those years, it was thanks to a man named Arthur that I finally woke up. When I came to, my body was a wreck, and you were all, bizarrely, being called pilgrims. I did some digging and used every connection I had to investigate why things ended up like this. I eventually found the culprit. It was VTC, a painfully obvious conclusion. After getting myself back in shape, I heard there was an event where key figures would gather, so I went and paid them a little visit.
You killed them all.
Yes, I did. I let the leader escape, though. My achievement was recognized. Even though it's an achievement for eliminating political enemies, I even rose to the position of deputy chief. After that, I tried tirelessly to find all of you, but you were just too good at running away. There was no way to catch any of you, and though your personalities had changed somewhat, you were still out there fighting for humanity. I desperately wanted to go up there myself, but my body couldn't last a day without specialized treatment. And considering the mortality rates up on the surface, sending someone else up was too risky a proposition. So, I left things as they were. I simply issued a directive not to attack any pilgrim since they are friendly to humanity, and to request their help instead.
Still, you could have tried at least once.
How could I possibly face any of you? I fled to the Ark at the end of Operation Ark Guardian.
Nein, du wurdest reingeschmissen.
I left you stranded for decades. The fact that I was sent here against my will doesn't change that fact. So I decided to simply watch over you and help from a distance, because the me that I am now is someone with authority without the ability to act.
Even so...
I wanted to see you, but, well, I couldn't.
Anderson lightly taps his side with his fist. Metallic thud echoes.
I can no longer be the commander who charges into battle alongside you. It's embarrassing.
Bitte sie darum, dass wir der neue Commander sein können. Das wäre so gut.
So after stepping back from the front lines, I did what I could to help with surface reclamation efforts. I cleaned up the mess we had for a military, rewrote our combat manuals. I worked quite hard, in whatever way I could. But things were a disaster. After 2 failed surface reclamation wars, the Ark was in shambles. So I've been managing the fallout ever since, right up to now. Well then, I suppose that covers my sob story.
What?
You're wondering why I never came to see you after you got to the Ark, aren't you? After all, you made such a flashy entrance, appearing like an angel from above. There's no way I wouldn't have known.
Yes. Let's hear it.
I knew everything about your situation. I knew better than anyone why you'd come to the Ark. That's why I stayed away.
What on earth are you saying?
Because if you had asked me to destroy the Ark together, I would have agreed.
Huh.
I would have smashed the Ark with you and cheered for Eden. The Ark matters. Like it or not, it is humanity's last refuge. It must be protected at all costs. That is why I went to Birmingham. He has a sharp eye for people and good instincts. He's a talented man with no flaws, aside from his weight. I asked him to determine your true intentions. If you were still the same as before, the Ark would help you. But if you were truly intent on destroying the Ark...
You told him to kill me?
Yes.
You would do that to me?
The hero who is forced to cut down a fallen comrade. Talk about a cliché. On the other hand, the hero who sides with his fallen comrade and joins the Demon King's army, that's also not terribly original. I'm glad you haven't changed.
Commander, I've changed a lot.
No, you're the same. I'm convinced of that. You put on that tough act all by yourself, but in the end, you're guided by your heart, and you sacrifice yourself for the greater good. Stand with the Ark, Dorothy. Let's go kill that queen. Just thinking about that bitch keeps me awake at night. Yes. After sharpening your teeth on revenge for so long, it won't be easy. But Dorothy, the reason you never put your plans into action means you never truly intended to see them through. Excuse me for a moment.
Anderson takes out his phone.
Yes, it's me. Yes. I'll return shortly. I'm meeting an old acquaintance. My condition has been stable, so I don't see why I need such frequent checkups. Understood. I'll be there soon. Yes. See you later.
Your way of speaking has changed a lot.
I'm a deputy chief, after all. I have to act a little dignified, but I'm the same man I was before. My body may be broken down and aging, but my heart is unchanged. What about you? I have to go, but I'll be back. Listen to the guard and don't try to escape.
Commander, despite all that's happened, I'm glad I could see you again.
See? I told you I tear up easily now that I'm getting older.
Aww.
Oh, try these! They're apparently mint chocolate seafood chips!
Mint chocolate seafood chips, oh god.
Yuck! What unholy abomination is that?
Sounds like a gourmet haute cuisine snack. Let Dorothy be the judge. She has discerning taste.
I'm not eating that.
Das ist auch ein amazing Bild. Wow, this fried ramen is really good. It's salty, spicy, and just hits the spot.
It's good. I think it tanked because of its name. Change that, and it would be a hit.
Why did you buy so many dumplings?
The shop's grill was fired up to the max. With firepower like that, it can't taste all that bad. Dorothy, want to give it a sniff? It's got this great smokiness.
No, thank you. Then what about this? It's called flour bread. There's red bean paste inside.
Why would a flour bread have red bean paste in it?
Beats me. Maybe because it's shaped like a flower?
Now that you mention it, there are a lot of different breads like that. Fish-shaped bread, for example.
Oh, I read in a book that they used to put real fish in fish bread.
What kind of weird books are you even reading? By the way, Dorothy, why are you eating? We brought all of this for you.
You say that, but all of you seem to be doing the eating.
Because you're refusing everything even if we spoon-feed you.
You haven't spoon-fed me anything yet.
Fine. Then open wide and say ah.
Oh god.
See? Even if we spoon-feed you, you won't eat.
Then feed me instead. Ah.
There.
Ugh. Why did you stick your fingers in?
Since you are done eating, could you leave now?
We haven't even started. 30 minutes later.
That was delicious.
Shall we get going then?
Yeah. Let's grab some coffee on the way. I feel like I'm gonna burst.
Oh, Dorothy, be sure to eat the creme brulee today, otherwise it'll spoil.
Are you really leaving?
Yeah, we finished eating after all.
Did you not come because you had something to say?
The truth is, we are here because a niece wanted to see you in a prison uniform.
Hey! You said you wanted to see it too!
Dude.
But how are your clothes so clean after all this time in here? Do you sleep standing up?
All right. Please leave.
Do you have any letters you want delivered? People in prison tend to write a lot of letters to the outside.
All right! Rappy is an ex-convict, so she knows all about this stuff. If there's anything you don't know, ask her.
I made a brief mistake during my turbulent youth.
Then if you and Dorothy ended up in the same squad, does that make it a criminal squad?
Isn't that the story with everyone in Real Kindness?
Please get out.
Oh boy. In the central government's main conference room.
All right, let's go over the situation.
That's...
The most pressing issue is the Ark's power source. It's only operating at 20% of its former output, and that number continues to decrease. Second is the matter of Dorothy's sentencing. The incident was severe enough to cause casualties. On top of that, it really rattled the public. Speaking of, we've got an open deputy chief position now.
Oh shit.
Anyone have any candidates in mind?
Wir können unbedingt unmöglich Deputy Chief werden. Dann könnten wir nicht mehr wirklich rausgehen an die Oberfläche, oder?
I do. It's still a little early to say, though. Very well. And third, a gunfight in the middle of the city, following the incident with Sixo. All sorts of rumors are spreading. Public confidence has taken a serious hit. We need to gradually resolve this, but we're out of ideas at the moment.
The Ark's power source is the most critical issue. The Ark's infrastructure will gradually become paralyzed. No viable alternative has been identified as of yet.
Can't we just go to the surface and bring back a truckload of supplies?
Supplies near the Ark have been completely depleted. We'd need to venture much farther, and the risk and time required increase sharply the farther we go. Also, it's not just a matter of supplies. Even if supplies come in, we lack the power to process them.
Le public sentiment, c'est much more sérieux. Mysterious groups are forming in large numbers. We do not know when or where or what kind of problem will arise.
Conference chamber falls silent.
We would like to hear your thoughts. I believe you would have an appropriate solution. After all, you are the commander of the commando unit.
Everyone looks at me. Bearing the weight of expectation, I open my mouth to speak. I propose the third surface reclamation war. Dude, what? Silence falls over the chamber once more. I press on. The Ark's power source is effectively beyond saving, which means we would have no choice but to abandon the Ark. The surface has more natural resources in abundance, such as sunlight and water. In contrast, the Ark consumes vast amounts of energy just to sustain light and water sources. Yes, our infrastructure will falter at first, but we can't just sit back and wait for death. Everyone in the conference room listens quietly. I propose the third surface reclamation war, with Dorothy leading the charge. We legitimize everything Dorothy said. We announce that all of this happened because the Queen descended to the surface. We attribute the string of incidents that occurred in the Ark to the Queen. The central government kept all this secret to prepare for the third surface reclamation war. But in the wake of Dorothy's revelation, decided to go public to prevent anything worse. Since we cannot let Dorothy's words turn out to be a lie, we place Dorothy at the vanguard. Additionally, I demand the restoration of her reputation and that of the entire Goddess Squad.
That last request seems rather personal.
I won't deny it.
Do you think Dorothy will go along with this?
Of course.
The third surface reclamation war? Are you out of your mind? The Raptors are infinite. How long are we going to bang our heads against this wall?
The Raptors are no longer infinite.
What?
It's been confirmed. The Raptors are now finite in number. Enoch verified it.
What are you saying?
To summarize, the Ark can no longer serve as humanity's home. The Queen has descended. The Raptors are no longer infinite. With Eden's new technology, our equipment production output is sufficient. The Ark's strength is at its peak, and our comrades on the surface will be a great asset to us. The time for this third surface reclamation war is now. If we don't do this now, it will be impossible later.
I agree.
We haven't even put this to a vote yet.
I'm fully in agreement. We're talking about surface reclamation. Doesn't just the thought of it make your heart race? This is the moment Elysian has been walking the tactical path toward. Onward, AZX! Onward, Admire! Onward, Wings of Victor!
Pipe down, Miss
Wings of Victory haben sie... Ja, okay, sie haben sie theoretisch gefunden, aber sie haben sie noch nicht eingepackt und repariert, oder?
Whew, my apologies. I got a bit carried away there.
Ja, definitiv.
Will this be another large-scale surface deployment?
That remains to be seen, but it's unlikely. In many ways, this may well be our last opportunity.
Right?
Ich würde eher sagen, groß angelegte Reclamation Site Reclamations wäre sinnvoller als ein richtiger Krieg.
Fine. I'll run a check on that function then. It's been maintained pretty consistently, so there shouldn't be a problem.
Much appreciated.
Huh?
What? You didn't know? The Ark can rise to the surface.
What the fuck? What?
It's not called the Ark for nothing. It can float. That's what it was designed and built for.
Das Ding kann fliegen? What the fuck? The Ark can rise to the surface?
Yes. How many times do I have to say it? It rises. It can go up.
I believe it.
Nikke, if you would.
Yes. I will review the feasibility, timing, and probability of success for the third surface reclamation war.
Braucht das denn nicht noch mehr Energie?
How long will it take?
The report will be ready within 1 month.
Good. I'll leave it to you.
Holy shit, jetzt gehen sie richtig steil, Mann. Was geht ab?
Right. We need the 2 other deputy chiefs to agree on this.
Es gibt nur noch einen Deputy Chief.
A matter of this magnitude requires a unanimous decision. There's no need to worry. The Commander-in-Chief is still in the same state.
Commander-in-Chief.
The remaining 2 have delegated full authority to me.
Wait. Es gibt also noch 2 Deputy Chiefs, die wir nicht kennen. Aber Birmingham darf alles entscheiden für sie. Ah, interessant. Birmingham hat 3 Stimmen.
I see they still have no interest in the Ark.
Aha, es sind Deputy Chiefs, aber sie machen nichts, weil sie keinen Bock haben.
I'd like each of you to begin your research and preparations with the Third Surface Reclamation War's execution in mind.
Un moment.
What is it, Mustang?
You're announcing the Third Surface Reclamation War maintenant? Oh no, certainly not. Public morale is at its absolute lowest.
Wir müssen erst noch ein Konzert machen.
To declare war in the middle of this would be catastrophic. I would not be surprised if une revolt occurs.
But we have no proper alternative. Our only choice is to push forward.
C'est moi! I have the ideal solution! We hold a grand concert to celebrate the Third Surface Reclamation War!
Oh boy.
Strip away the solemnity and march toward a better tomorrow for all of humanity. Et voilà! That's how we present le festival! Moi excels at this! The crème de la crème, in fact! Mais it will cost beaucoup de money! This won't end with just one concert, no! We open concert after concert! Encore, encore! We will captivate the souls of every Ark citizen! Absolument! Entertainment! So what makes people forget their pain and anxiety?
Hat er nicht Unrecht.
Very well.
Spiele.
You'll have the central government's backing. I'll leave that part in your hands.
C'est bon! Therefore, Commandant.
Yes.
TT Star must be the premier act at the Third Surface Reclamation War Festival! They must be our numéro 1! Absolument!
Oh. Repair Center? Wer will denn repaired?
Oh.
Oh, Irie. Oh, Irie hat's überlebt. Gut.
Are you with us?
Ma'am.
Call me instructor.
Oh, instructor.
I hear you looted the Forbidden Library during the blackout, and that you smuggled out a book about Dorothy. Apparently you were attacked while making your escape? Is that correct?
Yes, that's about right.
What are you being so brazen about? It's only thanks to Arcana that we found you so quickly. Had we been any later, we might not have been able to save you.
Damn.
But you did save me, didn't you? Oh, what became of Arcana?
Since Forbidden Library materials were leaked under her care, she will be punished accordingly.
Oh shit.
I'm the one who stole it. She's the victim here. Why would you punish the victim? What kind of abuse of power is this?
I haven't finished speaking. Theoretically speaking, Arcana should be punished. But this only occurred due to the unforeseen Ark blackout. Given the special circumstances, we've decided not to pursue the matter.
Okay.
All things considered, things did not turn out too badly.
Has the person who shot me been identified?
Yes.
What happened to them?
They were identified and killed.
Goodness.
It just goes to show that crime doesn't pay.
Wenn sie wissen, dass es Snowman war.
Irie, the Forbidden Library's very existence is classified. You will be held accountable for leaking its contents without authorization.
I've got a question.
You're not listening to a word I say. Fine. What is it?
What were Dorothy's true intentions?
To take revenge on the Ark. But she never actually acted on it.
What drove her to seek revenge?
Because the Ark used Dorothy and the Goddess Squad before discarding them.
I see.
You seem pleased?
Yes. I'm with an inspection unit. Exposing the dirty secrets of others is the reason for my existence. And now, oh my, to think I've now exposed even the Ark's darkest secret. I love it! I knew there was a reason I didn't quit this job. Go on, tell me how brilliant I am.
Yes, you are brilliant.
Woohoo!
Which is why you will be undergoing a memory wipe.
Oh,
pardon?
no.
Don't worry. Only the information pertaining to the Forbidden Library will be erased. But knowing you, you'll find your way back there someday.
Oh, that's no problem then. Any chance you could put it off for a while, though? I'd like to savor this feeling a little longer.
Fine. As you wish. By the way, where is Avastar? Why isn't she with you?
Oh, Avastar is currently the manager of those pop stars.
Where did Elysian go so wrong?
Oh man. Moment. Meine Nase macht mich echt kaputt. Meinem Hals geht's ziemlich gut, aber die Nase läuft, aber geht schlimmer als Nase laufen.
So, TT Star's comeback concert has been upgraded once again?
Das Ding ist, die ganze Zeit haben sie darüber geredet, ein Abschiedskonzert zu machen. Mittlerweile ist es ein Comeback, ja. Das heißt, TT Star bleibt. Das heißt, wir können in Zukunft hoffentlich noch ein paar mehr Performances mitkriegen. Ich meine, das Minispiel, das ist dieses Guitar Hero Minigame mit der Musik aus Nikke, haben sie gesagt, ist permanent. Und in Zukunft kommen neue Lieder dazu, was cool ist. Yes.
And it's the first step in preparation for the Third Surface Reclamation War. Isn't it a bit much?
Tell me about it.
My thoughts exactly. We're not the only ones performing, right? Given the scale of things?
There may be some supporting acts, but it's essentially a TT Star solo concert.
Did you obtain the Nikke production technology?
Yes, Missillis provided it. Oh, Missillis.
Huh? Why Missillis and not Elysian? Are you not afraid of our tactical ways?
Missillis is the best when it comes to Nikke production technology after all.
I suppose that's true.
If we've secured the technology, we should head to Eden quickly. It can't be helped. We're short on time, so let's get going.
Your participation in the concert is mandatory, Anise.
Huh? Me?
Yes. I explained to everyone. Thanks to her heroics on Punk Street shooting down the Black Spire, and also her performance in the recent battle with Zixo, Anise recognition has greatly increased. Yeah, she's der Star der Ark, man. All of these achievements occurred inside the Ark and were witnessed by numerous people. As a result, Anise has become one of the most famous Nikkes in the Ark. Having established herself as a symbol of hope, who saved the Ark in its darkest hour. The fate of the entire Ark is at stake with the Third Surface Reclamation War. As a symbol of hope, Anise must stand behind it. Since she has past experience as a pop star, it is perfect opportunity. That is the position of the central government. And Tetra.
A symbol. Me?
Yes. I'd wager you're a source of hope for a lot of people in the Ark. The third surface reclamation war must not fail, and since you've now become a symbol of hope, you need to inspire that hope in others. You need to show them who you are, Anise. Show them how radiant you are. Rub your knee and places their hands on Anise's shoulders.
Be humble, Anise. Don't get all high and mighty just because you got a little famous.
I haven't even done anything. Wait, then are you going to Eden without me?
No, we'll catch the concert first, then go after.
You sure that's okay time-wise?
This doesn't only concern you, it's also important for the Countess. We'll finally get to see the fruits of your labor. I think it'll be a good source of motivation for what's to come. Going to Eden after the concert is the right call. Some of the Nikke production technology has already been sent ahead. The important parts must be delivered in person, but they can at least start setting things up. So get yourself ready. Let's put on a show.
All right, I'll put on one hell of a show.
Yeah.
Make sure our tickets are sorted, right?
Be sure to give us good seats.
Of course. You'll have the best seats in the house, with the best view of my performance.
Yeah. Wo müssen wir hin? Oh, hä? Wait, das war's schon? Nee. War's nicht, oder? Was? Einfach so geht das Ding aus? Okay, es geht wahrscheinlich, es geht fluide ins Event rein. Aber ja, das war das Ding. Okay. Wow, holy shit. Die geben jetzt richtig Gas, was Story-mäßig angeht. Mir kommt es auch ein bisschen vor, als wäre das jetzt ein kleiner Reset gewesen, ja? Nach dem Konzert mit dem Reclamation War beginnt ein neues Kapitel, definitiv. Auch storymäßig ist alles resettet. Alles ist abgeschlossen mittlerweile, was mehr oder weniger gibt, außer das, was jetzt in dem Kapitel neu dazugekommen ist, natürlich. Die Ark kann fliegen, das heißt, wir gehen hoch und reclaimen Surface und keine Ahnung, was alles noch zusammen. Das wird crazy. Das wird crazy. Nikke hat viel vor. Holy shit, man. Ich bin gespannt. Ich freue mich sehr. Der Shit geht erst los, Mann. Der Shit geht erst los. Sie hatten recht in ihrer Vorstellung. Der Shit geht erst los.
You never meant to pick just one.